where we're gonna kick off today. Y'all tell me who you want done first. I was feeling an Antonia Captain America. I thought that would be a fun one to do, but then I was also like, maybe we just go with bad guys today and we do Thanos. We do an Antonia Thanos. And these are all, you can see it's the gray lines, so we still have to put in like the nice solid lines to spruce everything up. So should we go with the baddies today? I'm almost vibing on the bad guy front today. And then we did have a question earlier if we'd made Ant-Man before. We have made Antonia as Ant-Man. There she is, that character. Hello, Laura Gale. Welcome in, Laura Gale. How you doing, Laura Gale? Welcome in. That's the Antonia as Ant-Man. And here are all the Marvel characters we've done so far. But actually, Platinum, I have sketched out the Wasp. We just haven't finished it yet. So the Wasp is in the works, don't you worry, Platinum. But maybe we go with bad guys today. I'm feeling maybe we just go bad guys and we just do Thanos and Kang today. What do y'all think? I think that would be a good one to do. Start off with. We do have to do a lot more on this front. So Kithfish, you're amazing. The bad guys make the Platinum. My problem is there have been so many bad guys in the Marvel, at least, movies that have been just okay. You know, that they've just been kind of disappointing, where you saw them and how they participated in the movie, and they're just like, they're not that complex, they're not that fun. But like Thanos and Loki, and I do like Kang a lot, have been very good in terms of villains. Hello, Detector, welcome in. Hi, Smorf. Smorf, I just saw you say hi to Jern. Smorfosaurus. And Detector, is that your emote, Detector? It is a Detector. Hi. What a cutie puppers. I see you everywhere, Smorf. Don't think I don't see you, Smorfosaurus. Smorf, are you feeling better? Smorfosaurus? I hope you're feeling better. Alright, let me just grab... I need to get the correct color for her eyes. It's your dog? Very cutie patootie. So we'll go over and start sprucing up Thanos now. Hi, April. My goodness, April. We'll have to give you a fancy band shout out as well, April. Guys, April Reed is an amazing artist. Actually, April, can I show off your art real quick? I don't think we've had the opportunity to show off April's art before. And she is just one of the, like, our April. We have a friend in the channel called, goes by the name of Kith Fish. Kith is also a very... I guess similar to you in that they're like a fancy artist, like with traditional paints and all that fun jazz. And so I just think, I just wanted to show everyone your artwork on the Instagram. Because I don't think, April, we've been able to show off your stuff very recently. But here, chat, let me show y'all my sources. This right here is April's Instagram, and I'll give you all the link to the Insta, as always. But she's been working on some really stunning pieces. There's the Instagram right there. This is one of the most recent ones. And it is just absolutely... No, don't you dare. April, I'm very tempted to nerf that comment. April painted this entire piece live on the stream. It is absolutely stunning. Also, it's much bigger than, like, I didn't realize it was people size. It's a little bit on the camera. It's a little difficult to tell, right? Because of, like, the perspective, but I did not realize it is that big. 9K last night? Heck yeah. Yeah, chat, look at that. On Insta? Hell yeah. Look at that. Over 9K, April. That's how we do it. But yeah, so many amazing pieces April's been working on. See, like, here's the progress, too, of the Jaguar. And it's just... every one of these ones that she does are just absolutely stunning pieces. But yeah, the Jaguar was the big new one that she finished, and I was just absolutely floored by. So, y'all, April's over the other side of the pond. So please go drop her a follow. If you're, up in the mornings, you can see her working on these pieces. She also she'll do sometimes chess as well as paint simultaneously, and it's always a fun time. So please go follow April Reed and check out her beautiful artwork. It's, we have fun sillies here, but she's like, yeah, Smorf, this is all painted, like, not digitally. This is just, yeah, I know, Smorf. It's wild, Smorphosaurus. It's like, when you're like, oh, I'm finally understanding how to do art, and then you see people, you're like, oh my god, no, this is art. This is art. Like, there's the Batman 2 Smorf. You can see some of the progress of how the Batman goes. It's just really beautiful. Anyway, April, I know you got to get to sleep. I am so sorry to have, like, totally derailed your sleep. I just got very excited because we haven't been able to show off, especially this newest piece, the Jaguar, in its entirety. And it's just, there's one April is working on, y'all. It's a horse. I don't know. There's no reels of the horse yet, it looks like. But that horse is so good. April, I'll have to remember to show Lita the horse that you've been doing, because she's all, she like knows horses. Yes, please, if you wouldn't mind, April, just because I want to share it with Lita as well. No rush at all, ma'am. I know, get some rest, get some sleep. You just finished streaming. Go take care of yourself. Go do the fancy pants things. Just appreciate the heck out of you, April. Use acrylic as well for painting ceramic. Dragons, wizards. Nice. Excellent. Platinum, please, if you consider joining our Discord, share your artwork. We love sharing the art of our community members. Like I said, Smorphosaurus, another amazing artist. Smorf has a very unique and beautiful style. Hi, Tort. It's not early, Tort. It's Sunday. This is our usual Sunday time. Sent awesome. Perfect. April, is that for showing or no? I'm like not public showing. I just want to make sure. Towards Night is not here, Debs. Sure, awesome. Okay, let me make sure that I get the right view. I can't view it on a desktop? I can't view it on the desktop, April. It says message unavailable, use the app. I'll be looking on the app, April. I am so sorry. I've never seen that kind of message. That is so strange. Hold on, I can pull it up on just on the app. Check that out, y'all. Beautiful. The detail, honestly, is what gets me, April. It is just so good. It's so beautiful. Right, Kith? And she does it live. She does it in the morning. So, like, when I'm up with little baby alone, I'm scrolling through and seeing who's live. I'm like, oh, April's live. All right, let's go check out April, because it's always going to be, like, really chill. Nice, chill. Nothing bad's going to happen. Nothing is going to scare me. It's just some nice vibes. And she's really welcoming and just a great person. So, highly suggest checking out April. A load of 24 karat leaf for the... Oh, very nice. Very nice, April. Blame it on your headache. Tort, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Tort, we've missed you. How is everyone, Tort? How's the family? Have you been baking lately? How is the lady friend? Okay, no, I'm on the wrong layer. Oops. Wrong layer. It's warm. Warm makes the cake go mushy. I get that. I get that. Oh, wait. No. You're great. To not grow, but... oh, listen, April. You're not the only one to obsess about that. I obsess over those all the time as well. And, like, getting word out there and growth and continued growth and momentum and how to keep things from going stale and blah, 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 blah. And it is a very tricky situation. I have April started doing, like, for the art stuff, taking time lapses of the entire piece and showing those where I hadn't before. I'm also trying to do the full, like, even the beginning part of the sketch on the stream, even though I'm not fully comfortable with it yet. But, you know, just baby steps, trying to get better at it, you know? She's doing alright. She gets extreme separation anxiety whenever I stay over. It makes her extremely sad when I go home. Toward, in a way, it's beautiful, though. In a way, it's beautiful. How's the puppy also, Tort? Speaking of separation anxiety. Hope the puppy's doing well. Do time lapse just to have the tech to do, for sure, April. It's April, much easier with the digital medium. But yeah, April, we started doing a themed. So we do SciArt Sundays every Sunday with our science characters. And I made it, last month we themed it Star Wars. And this month we're theming it Marvel. So that's why we're doing Antonia as Thanos right now. And I don't know, it should be a fun one. We already have our first animation live as well, so let me show you the first animation for this month.
I love you 3000.
And Platinum, thank you for the lurk, Platinum. Appreciate you, Platinum. With all the stones, I mean, Debs, she's got to have all the stones. This isn't the Thanos that didn't win, right? It's like the powerful thing.
Go Jimmy!
Jimmy, that was a weird Gucci. Jimmy B, that was a very strange Gucci, and one that I'm only marginally okay with, Jimmy. Yeah, April, let me quickly show you the Star Wars one. One of them. They're on a randomizer. Ah, that's my favorite. Hi, Allison. Welcome in. I don't know what that means, but welcome. The moon is so bright. Yellow right now. Wait, Debs, why is the moon out for you, Debs? Debs, you're not that far ahead in time. Debs, that makes me nervous. Why is the moon out? Is everything okay, Debs? Presumably everything's okay. Doggo's doing good. She had a little play date with the garden hose today. Toward, I was not expecting the phrase garden hose. Next to the equator. Gotcha. I'm cute? I don't know about that, Allison. It comes out early. Gotcha, Debs. But it also, at least, for you, stays later as well. Like during the winter months. Not as bad for us as it had been in New Hampshire. That had been the absolute worst, Debs. Because in New Hampshire, it was even like 3 in the afternoon. Be pitch black. Commissions, we do, April. We do commissions. All the fancy commission information is on the merch store. There's different tiers that you can buy, but I always ask people to DM me ahead of time, just to make sure that it's something within the realm that I can make sure to do. Like if it's something like crazy advanced, then I'd be like, So I like to be careful about that, you know. So that's why I always ask people to DM me. So like on Discord DM or anything like that. When doing it. First time in the US, I was like, is something wrong? Where's the moon? Why is it so bright? Yes, I can see that, Debs. I can feel it. No, Risto! Don't you dare, Risto.
My name is Gwen Stacy.
Hi, Gwen!
I was bitten by a radioactive spider.
Gwen, listen, Gwen, this month, for you, there will be a Spider-Man Antonia. There will be that, Debs. Or Gwen and Debs. Where's Carlo? It's not Monday.
Where's my drink?
What drink?
Poor, thank you for the hydrate. Gwen, we're going with villains today. I'm still like putting in the nice clean lines, Gwen, but we're bad guying it up today. Gwendolyn P. Thanos? I'm sure there's a pun in there that's not terrible. What is it? Not sure. Not entirely sure about that. But I'm just now, Gwen, putting in the nice, cleaner lines before we get to the full body and everything. Antonia. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, Scissorman. Scissorman, I get that. I'm like, oh, Scissorman really doesn't like it here. Scissorman's just like, look, where's Carlo? I'm not here for this clown. Like, oh. Sorry, Scissorman.
Hello there. Hello there.
Hi, Tarzan.
Hello there.
Welcome in, Tarzan. How you doing, Tarzan? It's good to see you, Tarzan. Tarzan, Marvel month has begun. And we are working on the Thanos Antonia. I know you saw Carlo. He was at the lovely Ristarock stream. What pizza did you get, Debs? The reason no one is here for this clown is because you're no clown. Are you sure, Tord? That's not what my mother told me. Tord, I was told very clearly. Phil Vello? I don't know who Phil Vello is. Rista, when you said you just enveloped his sticker or magnet, the way I took that as enveloped as in I ate it, and it made me slightly chuckle. Chicken cheese, Caterpie cheese, Portuguesca. What on earth is that, Debs? Yes, please, thank you for sharing the picture when you get it, but I don't know what half those ingredients are, Debs. Remember, we are but unexposed Americans to the fancy Brazilian foods. Hi, Nate!
You are wholesome as ferret. Yay!
I actually know you, Jimmy. Don't you dare. Would you not expect the word garden hose garden hose earlier? What do you mean? Oh, because you said play date, Tort. I thought that your dog went on an actual play date with a dog, not a garden hose, Tort. Not that there's anything wrong with a garden hose play date, mind you, Tort. Everyone in their lifetime should absolutely have that, but you know, I just get nervous, Tort. I just get nervous. Nate, how you doing today, Nate? Welcome in. Caterpie is a cheese we have here, kind of similar with cream cheese. See, Caterpie, Debs, is actually a Pokemon. It's pronounced Caterpie, though, Debs. It's a great Pokemon, Debs. Or a lot of us love Caterpie, but it's definitely not a cheese. Hey, going back to tell you, feet gotten cold. Oh my, April, go warm up and have a great sleep, okay? Thank you so much, April, for being here and for letting us, just highlight how amazing you are. The spread, it does. Hi, Hugh! Spent all day things getting situated in the new home. Ooh, Nate, did you just move? Congratulations. There is nothing more terrible than that move. I tell you, that was awful. I hated moving. I was so sick of it by the end. I was not wanting to pack anything. I wanted to throw stuff away. And I was just so over it. Poetry? Tort, write us a poem about how the meerkats take care of each other and also make sure that they alarm each other, like when there's another creature coming by, and just like a beautiful story about the love within a meerkat mob, which is what a group of meerkats is called. That would be a good one, Tort. Alexander Online, is today Friday? I wish, Alexander, because that means that I would have another weekend. As we say here, Alexander, I'm already getting the Sunday scaries. But how you doing, Alexander? Welcome in. Alexander, we're just going over my sketch lines and making it much cleaner. I need to be Thursday. Wait, what happens Thursday? It says Friday? Yes, it does, Alexander. Do you know why? That one is quite simple. I forgot to change it. By the time I did change it, it had already gone out. Alexander, that is the hardest thing for me to change. I don't know why. But for some reason, that's the one that I always have trouble remembering to change. And, Alexander, it's like, well, then why don't you just not change it? I think it's a good thing to change. But yeah, I'm not sure. Hugh, I have no idea. Hugh, if Grimley comes in, we'll ask him if he can check the shipping status of it. Because, yeah, Hugh, I want to make sure that it gets in. Because otherwise it would make me very sad if it never did, Hugh. Go. Not ready for Thursday? I want to know why Music Girl is ready for Thursday. I'm not ready for tomorrow. Like, I'm ready for another weekend, to be totally honest. Gave me a number. Oh, Hugh, you put it in the internet. You put tracking. Put USPS tracking, and then you put in that number. So go to USPS, like track my package, USPS, and then you put in that number. Not ready for yesterday? Hi, Moonrise. Welcome in. Moonrise, how you doing today?
Voila.
Party time? And go climb on the pine? I don't know if I have a pine tree outside. Yeah, Allison, please cool it a little bit. Thank you. Fortuitous, thank you for the lurk. There we go. Yeah, Music Girl, why Thursday? Why Thursday, as it were? What happens Thursday? I hope it's a good day. Field trips on Thursday and Friday. Gotcha. Where are y'all going? I hope y'all go somewhere cool. Exhausted, had a full day yesterday, followed by trek halfway across Michigan because my dog Kiki. Oh no. Is she doing okay? She's doing alright. Has medication. I've been able to sleep, but I'm still. Oh, gotcha. Nate the Mighty, thank you for the follow. And have a good call with Mama. Thank you so much, Nate. Both amusement parks, Music Girl. Do you get to enjoy the parks, or are you totally like on patrol? Because I can see that happening. Moonrise, I'm glad the Puppers is doing alright. I'm glad that he's doing okay, Moonrise. That is terrifying. Especially that you have to drive so far to be able to get them help. It's also just really frustrating. She had me worried, I bet. I mean, Moonrise, they're like our kids, right? Our pets. So, like, whenever they're not doing well, it's... Yeah, it's not good. You know, I always worry about Noodle, not because anything's wrong, but just because, you know, what if something was wrong? 5 a.m. Oof. The prints were called garbage, Gwen. The goal is to still send out the prints to those who request a custom Antonia, but not to put them on the merch store. So if you request a custom Antonia, we will get you a print of it. which we still need to do for those who've already requested, but there is... It's... Gwen, the issue is the shipping. The shipping is so bad that they put it into a regular envelope without any padding or any extra support. So if you get this nice high-res image, if there's anything like moving around with it, it could get bent, and there's nothing in the shipping to keep it safe. And we try, they just won't change it. So that's the that's my frustration in that. Yeah. Of Ghost. Remember locations of ruin. Getting ruined more. What do you mean? What do you mean, Tort? Thursday I supervised 6th graders, but we're in the park for like 8 hours. Friday's actually Jimmy's food. Oh, nice, Music Girl. Does that mean you get to have extra fun there? Hi, Bentley. How you doing, Bentley? Guys, if you're not checking out the lovely Bentley. Gamer, streamer, community leader extraordinaire. Please go check out Bentley. And hello, Daybreak and the lovely NMD96. How are y'all doing today? Folks, again, please go follow the lovely Miss Bentley. Queen Bentley, even. Octavius has told me that actually she goes by Queen. Officially and unofficially. So please go follow Queen Bentley. Otherwise, you will be very upset that you did not follow Bentley earlier. And then you're going to be like, Blint, why didn't you tell me about Bentley? And I'd be like, I did. You didn't follow him. Be like, that doesn't sound like me. It'd be a whole thing. If you're saying, do I get extra fun on Friday? The answer is yes, because I'm not responsible for it. Nice. I'm excited for you, Music Girl. Very excited for it. Oh, the German Shepherd. Cats from the Meadow. Gotcha, Tort. That would be very, very challenging, Tort. Just like we have, Tort, one of Taco's cat clothes. I can't move it, Tort. Can at all move it. Because it's still too much of a memory. Eventually, Tort, I'll be able to move it, but that little thing has been there for almost 2 years now, and that's just where it's gonna stay. That's fine. Jimmy, I love you. Don't jump hard, Jimmy. If you're gonna jump, make sure you be careful. Music Girl doesn't need the damages on you, sir. You're very important to all of us. And so what we're doing, Bentley, SciArt Sunday. I'm working on the sketch line. So I have this original sketch in here, but now I need to fix everything up and spruce the lines and make them look prettier. So that's what we're doing right now, and then we'll start adding in all the colors to Antonia, something like that. Hanging over my desk. Yep, Tort, I have his collar in the cabinet. We got his paw prints on, not plaster. It's some kind of like material that goes in and like gets his footprints. That's still in there, like in that cabinet.
I love you 3000.
Astronomy's what Octavius on! Octavius wants a self-described king! The other half of Bentley, because they have a shared schedule that they put out together. Well, half the week is Octavius and the other half the week is Bentley. They're amazing. Queen Bentley and King Octavius. See, just there you go, see? Go check both of them out. Octavius, how you doing today? So, Risto, here's the question. Does Thanos or Thantonia... I eventually have to make her do a snap, right? Or is that too much? Is that too evil? I don't know. Risto, I'm not sure what the appropriate thing is to do here, Ristarok. Try and pick Trovin's toys leash. I totally get that, Tort. We have the same thing for Taco. Can't not do it. Can't not have it. And you would think, like, Blend, it has been a fairly long time. You should be over it. And it's like, no, you can't actually get over something like that. At least not in my mind. Antonia based Thanos, so Antonia makes more sense than Thanos. That's true, Risto. Risto, you're like that Nickelback song, Risto. Risto, you've heard of that Nickelback, right, Risto? Based off 50 Cent. Risto, he goes, never who, what, wise man. That's what he says, Risto. And, you know, Weedle for Taco. Thank you. Yep, you're right, Tort. I do have Weedle here because of Taco. This was Taco's favorite plushie. And we invented that it was his favorite Pokemon. And so I always keep the Weedle here on the desk. And then Risto, did you know there's an outtake of that song where he says something different? He says,
I like your pants around your pants.
I like your pants around your pants. Yes, Gwen, that was Taco's toy. Taco would wrestle that that toy all the time. And it was no, Weedle, no, it's Weedle the worm Pokemon. It was just he would play with it all the time and he would snuggle with it, and so that was, we also like invented that was his favorite Pokemon, Gwen, and so that's why we have that plushie. My favorite Pokemon is Charizard, but shoot, or possibly a Planarian, potentially. Chat, a couple more shout-outs we need to get done. We do have the breathtaking NMD96 who's about to do something amazing. NMD's about to do something amazing with the full support of the colony. We love you, NMD96. Love you, NMD. Guys, NMD, on our partner Poosh, please go drop her that Fancy Pants follow. She's on that push doing co-working, streaming, occasional gaming such as Words on Stream. She has a kitty cat named Marley that can come out for pats, and so much more. Please go follow the lovely, the incredible NMD96. Sometimes you drew drink water with sunglasses. Excellent, Platinum. I'm excited to see it. Ariella, hello, Ariella. Welcome in, Ariella. How are you doing today, Ariella? Girlfriend got me into Harry Potter. Is it just me in the movies at least? No. Tort, not at all. Harry Potter is a very likable character. Harry Potter is lovely. Tort, my goodness. I think you're reading the wrong books then. NMD getting a kid. No, NMD is Marley, the cat. The cat, like Daybreak saying. Sometimes. But there is the poosh. Even though NMD won't always admit about the poosh, but. And then you have a custom audio file. You mean here, Astronomy Show? She's got 3. You know, the mods get extra sound alerts because they.
It's how you say. Hero.
I forgot because I was too busy getting first. Oh, I didn't do stuff. There we go. Oh, Jimmy.
Music girl, please. I don't want to get it together. I'm scared.
Jimmy, my good sir. Not anyone can trigger that. I know. He attempted. Even Jimmy, if you would have gotten the spelling correct. That's one of those mod privileges only. And the mods can trigger anyone's sound alert. That's the mods can do whatever they want to. They can trigger even the hidden animations now at this stage. You know, the things that were seasonal that are no longer going, they can trigger that. That's just how good they are. Own lurk emote. Ooh, very cute. Loaf lurk. Ariella, the nice part too about it is that it is legible. I find that's the biggest difficulty of emotes, is especially when they're shrunken down a certain size. It's difficult to read it. And I think it looks really, really good. Hi, Peekaboo. Welcome in. Guys, also go follow Daybreak Stations, a.k.a. Dawn of Daybreak, a.k.a. Lapsute Legend. Daybreak does polymer clay, makers and crafting art. Daybreak also does card openings. Daybreak also does games. Daybreak also does reading and also all the fancy pants things. Please go follow Daybreak Stations, a.k.a. Daybreak Studios, a.k.a. Dawn of Daybreak. Even though they are wrong about Harry Pooter's likability. Because Daybreak, he's amazing. He does so much for his community and his friends. Gives up life just to be able to save the world. Now, does he cause a lot of trouble, Daybreak? Yes. But what young wizard at a school, Daybreak, would not cause trouble? I think all of them would. Be a jerk and a good person? Questionable, Daybreak. Sometimes questionable on that. Depends on what flavor of jerk, I guess. Like, Thanos was a jerk, but I would argue not necessarily a good person. Sometimes. Well, I do like in Hawkeye, they showed there were a lot of people who had mugs that said Thanos was right, and it's like, wait. Come on, y'all, don't do that. Alright, I think we may have gotten our accurate lines in. Let me just take away that layer. Doesn't that look so much cleaner? That's true, Deadpool is lovely. And actually, Platinum, we have a Deadpool emote. We like to do seasonal emotes here, and this is our seasonal Antonia. One of our emotes right here for Marvel Month. We have a Deadpool Antonia. Need a hug? NMD, I would hug you so hard right now. And grad school is awful. Bless those who actually go to grad school. I mean, Thanos was on a stretch a good person who's lost perspective. That's a good stretch though, Tort. You're not wrong, Tort. You're not wrong. Well, Ariella, listen, you're doing an MD PhD, so you're gonna at least, you can throw double birds to those people at the end of it, because you'll actually be a real doctor. And if you ever decide to just not do research, it doesn't matter, because you can. I'm gonna pull the microphone over here, by the way. The audio should be better. It won't matter, Ariella, because you can just be like, oh, you're treating me poorly. I'm gonna go make money. Bye. Speaking of which, guys, go check out Lovely and Amazing Ariella Studies, science artist extraordinaire. We love the heck out of Ariella here, folks. Go check her out. Amazing work that she does. Proud to say we also helped her get to affiliate. She just needed a couple of the extra pieces, which was the follow number, and we pushed her over. Go work in industry? Oh, Ariella. Industry is... It's something, Ariella. Something that... I had some friends who left and went into industry, and you have to be careful into what industry you go to, because certain industry is also, it's not any different, Ariella. It's built to break you because of your, you don't actually have a 9 to 5. You have just some like absurd number of hours, and then it's not worth it to go. It just depends on your mood, I believe. Twitch asks partners to put a certain number of hours. Nope. So astronomy show, you in theory could get partner and go away for a year, and your partner status would not go away. There is a requirement when you're applying, and to obviously get any like ad revenue or anything like that, you have to stream a certain amount a month. So in terms of the finances, there's a requirement, astronomy show, but to maintain your partner status, once you get it, it stays. Otherwise, I'd be in full panic mode given our view count has been lower. Moko, yeah, you worked 1%. No, you're incredible, Ariel. Don't you dare say that. Guys, someone else to go follow who is incredible also has Astronomy Show. Astronomer extraordinaire, who I can shout out. Maybe now? There we go. Go follow Astronomy Show. Thanos is correct that resource scarcity is a potential problem, a solution that isn't killing half of all living beings. The Infinity Gauntlet should just give the universe double the resources. I wonder if that could have been a possibility, though, Daybreak. Coming back to Mr. Thunderscorn universe around him, debating whether or not to buy him a girl from Hogwarts, fantastic beats of where to find them. So that book, Tort, is a screenplay and not a novel. And it doesn't read very well, is my view, Tort. So I personally, like, I've read it, I have it. I would not buy it again. Personally. However, I mean, if you're a big fan, it's probably still worth reading it. No. It is a screenplay. Is it not? Hold on, NMD. Original screenplay, NMD. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Original screenplay. I knew I got it. Problem with doubling resources, that'd be the species would just ignore the problem use of the resources given. Well, you just gotta keep maybe you gotta quadruple platinum. Even more. I think the Cursed Child isn't a screenplay. That's an actual play, NMD. But this one, see the way even it's written. But you are right. There is the field guide one. The field guide one though isn't the plot of it, but the field guide one is very pretty. There's also NMD, The Tales of Beetle the Bard. That one's also a fun one. By the way, NMD, we'll have to start... I've started concept arting your Antonia request in my head. Because we're going to have... I think, y'all, in October, we're going to do Harry Potter month for SciArt Sunday. We'll do that one before October, NMD, don't worry. But I thought that might be a fun one to do for that month. Hi, Smikes. Neuralicia, hi. These breathtaking people. Guys, make sure to follow Neuralicia. Neuralicia, neuroscientist extraordinaire. Breathtaking soul who's going abroad. Might already be abroad, actually, Neuralicia. So we're going to be missing a couple of streams. We're going to be missing her extremely much. But please go follow Neuralicia. For sure, Daybreak. Daybreak, we're just chatting about the story, though. And not any opinions expressed by any author. Just enjoying the tales as a story. Prepping, though. Gotcha. Neuro, is the pupper's doing alright? I hope he's doing okay. I'm just I wouldn't say last night. That would have meant it's Friday, or Saturday, which is not, because I'm already freaking out that it's Sunday and my weekend is almost gone. I would hope that the pupper is doing okay. Neuralicia was telling us that her son was not doing great. By son, I mean her dog, and so I'm just making sure that he's doing all right. Because I get nervous about this, y'all. I get nervous. Smikes, I hope you're doing well. Smikes, Risto got first today. Risto was very excited about his first today. Yeah, y'all. NMD wanted an Antonia as Dobby. Yep, Volcano Dog did just pass, indeed. Got me through this anxiety Misery as a kid, keeping warm, fuzzy place forever. I got you, Ariella. I remember I stayed up for absurd amounts of time reading that book. Like we would get it at midnight, and I'd be up until the morning, just reading it. 7 grocery stores find pumpkin puree for her Tom so she would feel better. Still herself, personality-wise. Glad to hear it. Also, Neuralicia, hats off to you, man. That's being an amazing dog mama. Not very often get it for first. Risto, the other day, Risto, today and yesterday, I had you up before you started the stream. Like today, I think I put you on at like 8 in the morning, my time. And I still missed first, Risto. Little one and I were I think we had gone to her playroom for a hot second, and by the time that I had seen it, it was already sniped, and then I took her on a walk after that. But I just, on mornings that I know when you're live, I just queue you up, Risto, at like 8 a.m. or whenever I wake up, and then it's like that way. If I'm not there on time, my view is still there, you know. A proposed even creating a creation about Rammstein. Yes, oh no, Tort, Rammstein, I never got a chance to see them, but they sold out the arena in Atlanta. Tort, there's this huge, like, Bon Jovi sold out this arena, right? This was not a small secondhand, like, size arena. And they totally they sold it out. This wasn't that long ago either. So they still do well. And it was, Tori, I think they really blew up when the Triple X movie came out. When it was that firefight song and go bang bang, firefight. And that was a good song, Tort. I still enjoy that song. Then Tort, I've actually never heard anything about stereotypes or any controversy, nor do I especially intend to. I just like their music, and I'm like, oh, this is fun, and then we just leave it at that. I mean, I can just, I know. Well, I mean, Neuro, you know, then you finish there, and then you just put on some Metallica, and then you're all, you know, the rest of your day is pretty much set. Of course, if you want a perfect day, Neuralicia, you put on some Godsmack. I'm just saying, like, you know. They are heady. That's fair, Tor. That's fair. Fade to Black? What's wrong with Fade to Black? Gwen, listen, whenever we raid McDoodle... Risto, thank you for the tier 1 gifts to Daybreak Stations, aka Daybreak Studios! Risto, thank you very much for that gift sub. Daybreak, please enjoy the ad-free viewing, the emotes made with love, and also enjoy the gifts and sounds that you can play as well. KMFDM. I don't think I know what that means. I just tried to sound it out in my head. I'm like, no, I don't think that adds up. Smikes, we decided that this was Antonia. Doing her little snap. Hi, Winsing. Welcome in, Winsing. How are you doing today, Winsing? None of it is 9 Inch Nails. 9 Inch Nails, Smikes, was fascinating. Their new stuff is so... Yeah. I think that's where I gotta end, Smikes. You're back, Debs. Debs, we missed you. Debs, we had all these extra raffles while you were gone. And 6 people won the Kevin sticker, Debs. It was wild. It was absolutely wild, Debs. Oh, it's a German word. Loosely translated by the band No Pity for the Majority. Ooh. Very cool. Thank you, Astronomy Show. I did not realize it was a Guten. That is all. How do you know, Debs? Debs is like, given how long you've been on, it's impossible for that have been to been a hype train during then. Love you, Debs. It's key to artistry, and they evolve unlike a band. It's the same thing. I know, but they just evolved poorly. They're like the appendix. Beautiful day. It's also a lovely day here. Lita and I went, well, no, Baby Alone and I went for a lovely walk. We were playing around with the 3D printer outside, and that was, I'm having trouble printing a particular model. I'm trying to print this DNA pencil holder because we thought it'd be A, cool to have at least this like to sell, but B, to like some of the schools that we go to, so they have like a little nice 3D model that the kids can use, and it is just like not coming out. It's like not adhering to the base correctly, and it just, something's off about it. Oh, I listen, Smikes, it's all right, Smikes. I'm gonna just come to Chicago, and I'm just gonna take you to a Godsmack concert. It's fine. The thing is, you're such a good friend. I know you'd come with me, but then I'd worry that I just like hurt your heart. But like we'd be there and you'd just be like miserable. But you'd go because you're so kind. But then by the end of it, you'd be like, "Oh, Blent, like this is, I love you, but we just can't be friends anymore." I'm like, "Yo." Favorite live show? Oh, Neuralicia. Probably my favorite one. So we've met Godsmack 5 times? 6 times? The most memorable one is probably the first time, because I was a teenager and my sister was 8. Platinum, thank you for hanging with us. And we were at the Fox Theater in Atlanta, and we went backstage and met them, and that was the first concert I ever went to, and my little sister was just like over the moon excited. Best as in most fun was the Godsmack show. It was summer 2018 on their When Legends Rise tour. Lita and I went, and we were front row, so there wasn't there was a mosh pit behind me, Astronomy Show, but I was at the very front because we got in so early, grabbed onto the rail, and I was just there screaming the whole time, and just, it was incredible. Poor Lita had a broken leg, so Lita we were in the pit area without chairs, and she went like the perimeter of the pit. I'll actually draw it out for you, Astronomy Show, just to make sense. It's like this was the front stage, and then there was a little perimeter right here, and then so Lita like sat here, and then I'm just at the front, just like, wow! Fit for a king. Ooh, what kind of music is that, Neuralicia? But yeah, Astronomy Show, she sat on the little rail with her crutches and just, I told her we didn't have to go, and she's like, "No, we're going." She's like, "We're not going. Like, you ask for so little. Like, we're going." Metalcore. Okay, gotcha. Some kind of metal. Neuralicia, the metalcore, like that sub-classification, I can't even understand. Metallica. Yes, I've seen Metallica twice, and they put on a great show. They're all hits too, so it's a great time. Oh, it wasn't her foot, Neuralicia, it was her leg. Like, it was like this bone right here on between the knee and the ankle that was snapped from a horse incident. And Alicia, when we got a picture with the band, she also put down her crutches and hopped over so we can get a picture with the band without the crutches. I did not tell her to do that, but she did do that. Mind you, Neuralicia, we have Lita is punk shows is what she really likes. And so we've gone to see some punk shows together, and that's when I'm just out of my element, and I just stand in the back against the wall, clutching her purse and making sure no one steals it while Lita's up, like, having a good time. Because I'm like, this is terrifying. She goes, she has a good taste? Maybe. Different taste for sure, Smikes. Good? Yeah. No Effects was the one we went to, but anything along in that vein is what she likes. And apparently there were people, and she had told me when she was in school, people would go up to her and be like, "Hey, I also like Nofix." And they're not Nofix, they're No Effects. And so Lita would tell him, be like, "What are you, a tool? Go away." And then it would be really funny. So it is not Nofix, it is No Effects. If you say Nofix, apparently you're a tool. Even though it looks like that's what's actually written. It has music like metal and stuff, makes me irritated, triggers me, or a calm music person. So, Tort, that's totally okay. Whatever makes you happy, Tort, and like that's the beauty of music, right? Any kind of like if it speaks to your heart, it doesn't matter what it is. It just matters that it makes a difference to you. Type O Negative and Danzig show at Roseland. Crazy mosh there behind my friend. Astronomy show. I hid from the mosh pit when Lita and I saw Slipknot. Yes, I 100% hid. Yep. It's fine, Astronomy show. Also, when we saw Anthrax, I also did some hiding. When we saw Godsmack one time, Astronomy show. Not at we didn't meet them that time, but we were near the front, and I was trying to protect Lita from the pit, and then like there was this couple, like some woman and her boyfriend, her giant boyfriend, and I was like hiding between them as well to make sure that we wouldn't get totally nerfed. Hi V, welcome in V. So Smikes, Lita has been to Manson shows and she said that it was quite lovely. Rebroke my neck at a Lamb of God show, Anthrax Squad show, and Love Slayer.
Ah!
See,
You are wholesome as ferret. Yay!
Risto, I almost fell asleep at Slayer. We were in the lawn seats, and, you know, I liked Raining Blood, but beyond that, I was kind of bored. And I even had a friend who laid down on the grass and took a nap during Slayer. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. I mean, look, Neuralicia, I know Tort can't, but I can fall asleep to metal. Because I find it calming. To a certain point. They're not, like, screaming in my ear. But, like, Godsmack can get me amped up, or I can fall asleep. Second to last show, and they rocked it. Maybe they were just bored in our show, Risto. Nightwish? Is that the same flavor? Daybreak? In like, what I mean, like, is genre-wise? It's so interesting. I think so too. Operatic and folk metal. Daybreak, this is not going to be at all helpful, but there was this rock metal opera singer from Sweden. I do not have any idea of the name, Daybreak, which is totally useless. But I remember this woman was incredible. She rocked it out and just absolutely crushed it at her performances. I remember I saw this video and she had her microphone look like a banana. It was this yellow microphone and she would go, "Hoo-soo!" Something like that. Not at all helpful. But Daybreak, that sounds like right up your alley. My favorite... So, Tort, if you want something in between, listen to Something Different. Something Different by Godsmack. That one is a little less heavy, but it's a very good one. Start with that one, Tort. My favorite, Unforgettable. That's my favorite. That one actually, Tort, has a middle school. Hi, Tolkien Tao. It's a middle school, not band, but like the choir, a middle school choir singing backup vocals. And it's very, very good. Can't do the Foo Fighters. Love Nirvana. Can't stand Foo Fighters. Did you get their new album? It just dropped on Friday. Alpha. Hi, Alpha Wolf Kai. Alpha, hi. Why did you... What happened, Alpha? AKA, I'm the real Al... Real Kai. Oh, I'm the real Kai. Hi, Kai. Welcome in. Wasteful. Why wasteful, Daybreak? Risto, I didn't ever see them live, but I had a friend who saw Dave Grohl live when he had his broken leg. And apparently that was also amazing. Sonic Highways, nice. That was a good... Sonic Highways was a pretty good album.
Ah! You are wholesome as ferret. Yay!
That is very true. Happy Monday. Tort, it is not my birthday yet. Don't out me on my birthday yet, Tort. Let me stay this age for a few hours longer, Tort. It's fine, Tort. It's fine. Food Fighters. Oh, that makes it much funnier. That's right over the head on that one. Nirvana, I appreciate for what they did, but grunge music in general, just not my taste. Neuro, at this point, I only really like them, like Nirvana, because they're just comfort wallpaper to me, Neuralicia. Like, it's just, if it's on the background, you know exactly what it is. It's not gonna surprise you. It's just like, that's fine. Nothing is bad there. But beyond that, I'm not gonna go out of my way to listen to it. But yes, I agree. And a fair number of bands I'm like that with. I appreciate what they did. It's important what they did for music, but it's just not for me. Bentley, you're amazing. Whose birthday? Tomorrow? Whose birthday's tomorrow? Is that what you mean, Daybreak? Nirvana from a distance once in a while. 9 Inch Nails noise very grating on my ears. So old 9 Inch Nails is good, I think. Daybreak, new 9 Inch Nails. Like, there's a song called Copy of a Copy, and the whole back chorus is, he just goes, I'm a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy of, and it just goes. And you're just like, yeah, I get it. It gets into my ear like an earworm, but I don't like it. You're singing to Whale Tort. I would, if I were only to be so lucky. Oh, Neuralicia. Oh, no, sorries. I'm gonna have to nerf that comment. For me, Neuralicia, Nirvana is good as background music. If it's on in the background, that's fine. But I'm not going to go out of my way to listen to it. And I agree that they did a lot for music, but it's not for me, you know. And Daybreak, Tort, it is my birthday tomorrow. So we'll have a special microscopy stream. We'll get special things under the microscope. I don't think we actually have a birthday candle, but I can ask Lita if we have a birthday candle to look at that under our microscope. You're Canadian, you're breathtaking, Neuralicia. Neuro, are you going to TwitchCon, Neuralicia? Neuralicia, you need to go to TwitchCon. Cat song tomorrow? No. It doesn't happen for the streamer's birthday. Hi, Andrew! Professor Andrew CZ in his house. Guys, if you're not checking out Andrew CZ, please go follow Andrew CZ. He's amazing. He's breathtaking. He is so kind. He is powerful as a Greco-Roman god. He's also just one of the best people out there. Please go follow the amazing Andrew CZ. Hi, Andrew! Spending all my travel money on this trip. Neuralicia, subathon, or a donation bar to get you to TwitchCon. Easy squeezy, lemon peasy. Maybe, possibly. It will bring bad luck. It probably means I won't make it to tomorrow, Tort. It won't make it. I won't make it to tomorrow. Pooper stink? It's definitely not in the bathroom, Smorf. Yeah, Neuralish, that's the thing. Like, if something comes of it, that's awesome. If it doesn't, then, you know, it's not no flavor of commitment on it. But folks, you know, we love goals. So we need the cat song. It's easy, Debs. Type !B-Day. Very easy, Debs. Just type !B-Day. Normal thing in the US, and I've heard US people call Germans weird for being superstitious about it. No, well, so remember, Tort, I'm weird, and I'm Hungarian, and so I've heard it's also a superstitious thing. But I don't know if that's the Hungarian in me or if that's the American in me. You miss every shot you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, a.k.a. Michael Scott. Sorry, Daybreak. I missed Daybreak's comment. I haven't heard much you Nine Inch Nails or System of a Down because this is my mom. She's yep. Daybreak. Totally get that. Totally get that, Daybreak. Do not, yeah, don't listen to them at all if that brings back those kinds of memories. It's not worth it. Also, they're just not good. System of a Down haven't done anything new in a long time. I will say, though, Daybreak, there is if you know Daybreak, if you know Disturbed, their lead singer, David Draymond, has a solo album called Device. And that album has a collaboration with the lead singer of System of a Down. That's quite good. I was not born in Hungary, Tort. No. Lived in Hungary for a long time after the birth, but no, I was not born there. Yeah, so Daybreak, the band is called Device, and it's made up of a drummer, a guitarist, and and it's just the three of them. And they have a bunch of guests on the album. It's only one album, but they have the lead singer of System of a Down come in. They also have Lizzie Hale of Hailstorm do a cover. If I Close My Eyes Forever, which was originally Ozzy Osbourne and what's her name? Lita Ford. Originally Ozzy Osbourne and Lita Ford cover with David Draymond and Lizzie Hale of Disturbed. There's also one that's with the lead singer of Avenged Sevenfold. He also has a song with them. There's a really, really good stuff on that album, Daybreak. Tentative birthday contingent upon time lapsing. Oh, okay, thank you. AMD, thank you for the alert, man. How long till birthday? Well, 6 hours. Budapest, Tolkien. And so Budapest and Kispest. So Tolkien, my grandfather lived in Budapest. That was my dad's dad. And my mom's mom, who I spent the weekends with, lived in Kispest, which means Little Pest. And that's outside of the city of Budapest. Those are the two places that were my old digs. Oh, Gwen. Ooh, Gwen. We're going to get into a story about that, Gwen Olympi. Saying, I used to do this with my 8th grade students. You can dislike music, but if you need to be able to articulate why you don't like it. But if you do, yeah, like, it's not good. But that's the cool thing, right, Smikes, is that you can say it's not good because it hits you the wrong way. No, not in musical terms. If it hits you the wrong way, that's sufficient to not have to like it, I think. Because, it's just built in differently to us. I know, Smikes, because you're a good educator. Are you little pest? Astronomy show? I'm still a pest. Gwen, my sister's former boyfriend, God rest his soul, he had this argument with her that we were all beta Hungarians instead of being an alpha Hungarian like him. And alpha Hungarians, Gwen, were defined as Hungarians who were born in Hungary who also constantly went back. So we didn't go back constantly, Gwen, because number one, it was expensive. And then number two, we were working during the summers. My sister, my brother, and I all had summer jobs so that we can save money for college. And we were not going back to Hungary because of that. So he said that made us all beta Hungarians. And that was a very sore spot of argumentation for a long time. So Gwen, when you say like not a real Hungarian, that actually hits back to those comments where we're just like, oof, it was very cringy of him to say stuff like that. Andrew, it was very rude, especially because my sister was very much hurt by that. Cultural debate when Greek letters cancel the combo and you exclude the person out of your life. What, Tort? Are you gonna Omega them, Tort? Right, because that's the final letter, Tort. You see, Tort, I'm being marginally silly. But yeah, I was a beta Hungarian. So, Andrew, this is who we're working on. You should make the cat song redeem once per hour tomorrow. I would need the video, Andrew. Like I would need it downloaded. Although you did give me the extension to be able to do that. I can actually do it now. Hi, Athena Cat. Athena, how are you doing today, madame? Welcome on in. Athena, are you gonna hit it? Are you gonna hit it, ma'am? Just the heart. That's what I thought. Astronomy show.
Wonder Woman! Wonder Woman!
The biggest question, Smikes, is that if I'm gonna remember or not. Not unintentionally. But y'all, it took me forever to get the BRB screen fixed. And that wasn't even that complicated. It wasn't even that complicated, y'all. I was ashamed at how long that took. Smikes was so disappointed in me. As he should have been. But I was just, oh my god. But now the BRB screen is a little bit upgraded. Once y'all fulfill the challenge, which by the way I have to remember to extend the timer on the challenge timer, y'all. Let me go ahead and do that. Once y'all fulfill the challenge to debut the new music video, then we'll be able to have the new, even more updated music video, or BRB screen in. Laptop is dying. Oh no! Got the new MC to work on my laptop. What is the MC, Athena Cat? Reminds me, my girlfriend and I watched Pickup Artist for the lols when rather react to him. It was hilarious in a very cringe way. Whipped out words alpha and beta. We just lost it. Then, if you'd be in the perfect spot, Tor, you would have had a good time there. Oh, Minecraft. Gotcha. Gotcha, Athena Cat. I don't acronyms, you know. Balance brain. Hi, Devro. Guys, go check out the lovely and amazing Devro. Artist extraordinaire. We love you, Devro. How you doing today, Devro? Devro, we're doing, Antonia today. Maybe we'll do another baddie today as well. Because why the heck not, right? We have to have some the bad guys as we're, you know. Got Irish in me despite not having one of those DNA tests. English and Scottish are definitely in there, as is Dutch VNU Amsterdam. Those tests are pretty cool, Token Tao, but the back of my mind worry is still that, you know, an insurance company will get a hold of them and then you'll be denied coverage because of something that they find. No evidence for that at this stage, but it's still a worry of mine. Sister got one for her birthday. I have no idea if she ever used it. Yeah, Tolkien, ask her if she used it, because if she's a direct relative, like a full sister, then there should be a lot of crossover between y'all. Find your biological dad and grandparents. Very nice, Daybreak. Daybreak, are you gonna reach out to them? Or have you already reached out to them? I'm just curious. Buttspot, come on, Buttspot. Buttspot, that was a serious comment. And you're putting in words like that. How dare, Buttspot? Already have? Excellent. Did it go okay, Daybreak? It really is, Gwen. Tomorrow really is my birthday. And Gwen, the day after that, the 6th, is my little brother's birthday. And the day after that, Gwen, the 7th, is our wedding anniversary. It's all clustered together, Gwen. Me and my dad for his birthday in August. Excellent. Congratulations, Daybreak. How are you feeling? I assume there's some nerves in there, but you got this, Daybreak. Wager no, because she's what my family called a chocolate. I gotcha. Well, Tolkien, you can you could ask her, maybe if she's not going to use it, you can use it. Or just remind her, be like, hey, did you take that test? I'm curious about our background. Super surreal when it happened. 2 weeks ago, 3. Very cool. Very cool, Daybreak. Take a few days off? No, Gwen, at my age, what is there to celebrate? And we'll do our wedding anniversary on a different day. It's harder to do anyway on a weekday. We thought maybe we'd go out to have a nice lunch somewhere. Gwen, I love your face, Gwen. Most handsome scientist? I don't think Danny Anduza is here, Daybreak, but I appreciate you, Daybreak, nonetheless. Danny is very handsome, Daybreak. It's very true. Athena Cat, have you seen what we're working on? Athena Cat, I feel like you would know this character, Athena. I hope you know this character, Athena Cat. Yes, Thanos, and it was named Antonia by Tort. That's different? No, Daybreak. Or if it is, it's because it's far more superior of a categorization. And then Athena, y'all, I know is excited because when we hit July, we're going to be doing DC characters. Athena Cat. And that means there has to be some Wonder Woman. Endgame, nice. Does a birthday get thinking Spawn or one of... Ooh, very nice. Gwen, I haven't seen Spawn in ages.
Wonder Woman! Wonder Woman!
Give him his own category. Yeah, it's very easy to choose one, Daybreak. I just did it for you. It's fine, Daybreak. Fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine, Dave. Everything's fine, Daybreak Stations. If Antonia sings, it's Phantom of the Opera. I like that, Tort. Tort, what would she sing, though? Like, that's what the musical is called. What was she gonna sing? Your contestants can't vote. Daybreak. I can't help it if you're very amazing, Daybreak Stations. Spawn movies absolutely no, listen, Gwen. It is terrible, Gwen. However, there's just something campy fun about it. You know? The animated series is far, far better. And there's also, I believe, I can't remember if it was a Mortal Kombat game or a Street Fighter game or a Soul Calibur game. I don't remember, but you got to play as Spawn, and that was a lot of fun. You are brilliant, Daybreak. That is true. A sticker or a magnet. So, Athena Cat, the problem is, as Smikes would say, is inventory. You can't purchase just a single one. And if we were able to, everything is much higher priced. The things go down the more we get. And unless there's interest in actually people getting those stickers, it doesn't make logistical sense for us to get them. If we had a sticker print on demand, no problem at all. But unfortunately, anything that's print on demand for stickers is a really low quality sticker place. And so we have to buy in bulk. So that's why Athena Cat, unless there's a broad interest in it, we probably won't have it as a sticker. What kind of printer? No, the kind of printer, Daybreak, where if I printed it out, you'd be able to tell it was on a printer. Of course it is. Maybe. Possibly. Okay, thank you, Tort. Tort, I've missed you, Tort.
Together, we can rule the galaxy.
Coffee, thank you for the resub for 10 months with Prime! Coffee Rocks, you only get one of those and you used it here on us. Thank you so much, Coffee Rocks. Welcome the heck in. Coffee, how are you doing today? How has your weekend been? If it's anything like ours, we're not ready for it to end. Smikes and I were chatting that we were getting the Sunday Scaries on a Thursday. And, that is anything but Gucci, Coffee Rocks. But how you doing? Thank you so much for the resub. Welcome the heck in, Coffee. We're working on Thanos right now. A cricket or silhouette machine. Yep, exactly. Yep, Smikes. You know, if stickers are flying off the shelves, then I'd say maybe that's something to think about, but they are not flying off the shelves. Miss Athena Cat. But maybe one day. I was talking with Smikes about this, about the dream of one day just going full-time science communicator. How cool that would be. One day. We'd have a staff. We're doing Thanos Antonia right now. Because we just started Marvel Month, Yokogero. We started Marvel Month. And so why the heck not do that? What insect has the best vision? For what, Saul? So by that I mean insect vision is optimized for what they need. So what do you define as best vision? It's a hard one. It's a hard one to answer. To see, but Saul, to see what? So there's insects that can see infrared, but that means they could not see what maybe you see very well. There's also insects that see what we see at similar levels. There's also insects that see ultraviolet light really well and sunlight. And so it's their sight is more dependent on what they need to be successful and to see, rather than what we think is good vision. And so there's a lot of differences in those. I think sharpest vision. So Saul, only one lab that I'm aware of has done vision tests like what you're asking for, like 20/20 vision. Say bye. Love you, Tort. Sleep well, Tort von Schlott. Have a great day tomorrow as well, Tort. So, Saul, there is one lab at the University of Cincinnati that was doing vision tests on beetles, and actually seeing if they're like 20/20 vision and what flavor vision they actually have. Now, that's not to say that those beetles are the best vision. It was a particular species of water beetle that they were looking at, but it's just that's the only one that this machine has been actually tested on. So definitely that beetle has very sharp vision, but I don't know how that compares to others with that particular test, because that's the best test of what you're asking about, but we just don't know beyond that. Dragonflies presumably do, but they haven't been tested in that way, Astronomy Show. So it's, it's a hypothesis that, and presumably it'll be true that they have really good vision, but it hasn't been tested the exact same way. Your favorite emo is no longer available. Oh, Yogurt Garrel. That means my favorite emote is now. Topic of vision, can any sync see IR and clear vision as we do? Like, can they swap? Swapping, no. IR, yes. If that makes sense. There's not one that has a really good range that I'm aware of, both in the visible spectrum of wavelight and infrared. The reason for that is because infrared uses different photoreceptors than regular color vision. And so that's why those two are different. So swapping would just be a very different anatomy needed. It's not an emote here anymore. Probably for the best, Yogurt Garrel. Probably for the best, Yogurt. Instead, Yogurt, we'll do your emote. True infrared or near infrared? There's some that are actually infrared that they can see. There we go. Pin that message. There you go. Is that okay, Yogurt Garrel, the pin message for you right now? I hope that's okay, Yogurt Garrel. I like that pin message, Yogurt. It's a much better one than the other emote that possibly could be in there. There we go. Neuralicia, we're getting close, Neuralicia. It's taken us a while, but we're moving on along. Thank you, Gwendolyn P, for dropping those yogurt emotes. Gwen, the yogurt high emote, I was there when yogurt made that. Shrimp technically a bug. Not technically, but in terms of evolutionary lineage, they share a common ancestor. Which is why they say if you're eating shrimp, you're eating the bug of the sea. Not technically an insect, but in terms of evolutionary time, they're very related. Oh, not that high, Gwen. The one where she's waving. Arthropod. I believe they are classified in that realm of arthropodia, if you will. Like a dinosaur and a bird. Yes, Smikes. That does then go against convention of what we learn. Birds are birds, but they're descendants of dinosaurs then. Actually, Saul, you can type !BRB and you will actually trigger Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice. Crustaceans, they are from the same group of animals named
I'll be back.
There you go. See? I gotcha, Saul. I gotcha. How you doing, Alex Vixen? Alex Vixen! Alex, how you doing, Alex Vixen? Alex Vixen. do. Alex, I hope you're doing well and having a great day today, Alex. Alex, we're working on Thanos, Antonia today. Look, Alex knows all, sees all, is all, powerful all. That's very true, Daybreak. Because we love Alex Fixin here. Alex, I thought you might enjoy the Thanos Antonia. You might have a chuckle on it. Yeah, Alex Fixin is inevitable. I'll have to play around with this, Mike, and see if I can get a satisfactory snap animation. I feel like that might not be straightforward, but we can try to futz around with that. Ready for a movie? Just want what movie? Daybreak Stations, aka Daybreak Studios. Is good movie? We watched last night the last episode of Ted Lasso, and then we watched True Lies, the 1994 Schwarzenegger movie, because we're gonna watch some of that Fubar show tonight. Other new Spider-Man's nice. That I've heard is very, very, very good. Daybreak. Across the multiverse. I hope you enjoy Daybreak. I have not seen it, so don't spoil it, but let us know how it goes. I hope you have fun, Daybreak. The one that came out today, or not today, Smikes. I think Friday. It was a sequel to the last one that was also animated. The animation with Antonia makes all no Daybreak. Daybreak, what if it were on a randomizer? She snaps once, and that one, like, all the gems are gone. Or another one where she snaps and some Antonia is turned to dust. That might be a long-term project. Just like Daybreak, I have a secret project that I've been working on that's near done. It'll be a new redemption. And it took 6 characters to be animated. And it was a pain in the butt, but it's near done. It's going to be an even bigger pain in the butt to get in there, but figure it out. If Snap was really wanting cheeseburger, then cheeseburgers would show up. Like everywhere. Or Smikes, maybe that's what Thanos should have done. Not everyone turns to dust. Everyone turns to cheeseburgers. Alex, is this what the page is supposed to look like? Why is this backwards? Huh. Oh, that's cool. It disappeared. Oh. Oh, the time stone brings it back. Okay, very nice. I like it. Can it make all Google ads disappear forever? Andrew, listen. That's you and Baby Alona, Andrew. She misses you, Andrew. I'm pretty sure. She's much more smiley when y'all were here. Not that she's not smiling now, but, you know, she was like, you know, she had her new besties. Hi, Dukasoft. Yes, that was the baby. Not the bit gamey baby, but, the actual baby? Smorf, how dare. How dare Smorphosaurus? Smorphosaurus, how dare? That's okay, Smorph. Let me just finish adding in the stones, and then we'll do it. We'll do Smorphosaurus. Smorf saying hee hee. How dare Smorphosaurus? It's okay, Smorf. It's okay. I live to serve, Smorphosaurus. Let me just add in the last of the gauntlet. And then we will do it for that. A new... Alright. And then we'll just need to blend our colors on this one. It's... Oh, no, the shoes. I forgot the shoes, chat. I forgot the shoes. Thanos Antonia. Thanos Antonia Golganak. Terrifying. We're getting there. Does it hurt? Actually, Quoth, we do have a challenge. If we unlock a new emote slot, and that's dependent on sub count, we are obscenely far away from it, Quoth the Raven. However, if we unlock it, I will do an entire scientific deep dive on ferrets with the ferret controlling the entire stream. We will do a minimum 3 hour stream where it's the ferret the entire time talking like that. That is the promise, Quoth. Will we get there? Probably not. It's a very we were very close in either January or, oh my goodness, maybe January. I think it was in January. We were a smidge away from unlocking another emote. It's all based, Quoth, on the sub numbers, but we're now very, very far away from that. By the day, the throat will be dead, or Alex will just have a silent stream. Alex, I will just do art, and we'll actually get 10 pieces done like Gwendolyn wants. Thank you, Golganak. It is Thantonia. Thantonia. Thanos equals sometimes platinum, or is he giving life to the universe? Platinum. Right? Anything's possible. Respond via the chat. Exactly, Quoth. Exactly. See, Quoth, you got it. But yeah, that is on the menu. If we ever unlock a new emote, that's the challenge. I will do an entire stream in the ferret voice and shoot out my voice. And it's fine. I think that would be hilarious. It would also be probably, as Smike says, clip gold. Smikes has been doing, as y'all know, a bunch of our Instagram reels and TikToks, and has been absolutely crushing it. And so I can make him clip gold by just the ferret the entire stream. One of the series of books I read, the Thanos is the person in charge of determining the final place. Oh, that's a cool one, Platinum. I did not hear of that one. Most excellent. Thank you, Golganak. And Thanos is better with chat picked Thantonia. I see, Gwen, it's madness, Gwen. Gwen, they also named the microscope Scopey McScopeface. Madness, Gwen. Any storms? Quoth. Yesterday morning we lost power. But then all day yesterday, Quoth, it looked like it was gonna storm. The skies just looked terrible the entire day, and it never once stormed. Which I was very glad about, Quoth, because I now, whenever it storms, I'm like, God, please don't reflood the basement. I guess if it is going to reflood the basement, it should do it now since it has yet to be fixed. But afterwards, please don't reflood the basement. Please don't reflood the basement. I don't need another basement flood. But again, I suppose if it needs to be now, do it now before it gets redone. We are done, y'all. And then we just gotta blend our colors. And we can see if we work on another villain tonight. I think we have time. We might be able to get both the main baddies done. Alex, I did see the new Ant-Man, by the way. Yeah, Golganak, I was really upset because the FA Cup final was on, and I was like, I really don't want to miss that. Luckily came back, though. I swear there was a tornado in the city. They weren't saying it was crazy hail and wind. Yeah, Quaff, honestly, you looked outside, the sky looked like it was just going to destroy the world. And nothing ended up happening, which was great. Alright, let's blend those colors. Make a new layer. Me too, though, Golganak. Yeah, I mean, Golganak, on top of that, it was getting warm. And the bigger worry was I didn't want baby Alona to overheat. That would have been far worse of a thing to have happen. But luckily, we woke up early enough where I reported the power loss, and then I took her downstairs and we just hung out. And then all was good. And she and I watched the game together, so. And by her watching, I mean she was mostly just like looking around. We played toys and a bunch of other stuff. Golganak, she's started liking rattles. That's like the newest update on her. She actually starts to like toys now. Which is pretty exciting. To me, anyway. Go. Where did Alex sit? I don't know. Oh, there she is. She's right there. Alex is right there. Pets. At least today, yeah. So Quath, I took. We actually had a really nice walk yesterday, and I took little one and I went out today as well. Yeah, it was a nice walk again today. I really enjoy my walks with the little one. It, number one, makes sure I get out. Melissa! Melissa comes in here, says Illy, and then leaves. Such a boss move right there. Guys, go check out Melissa with all the numbers. Wizard at Rubik's Cubes, as well as a wizard at Mario Kart, and a bunch of other games as well. One of our best defenders. Please go check out the lovely and amazing Melissa with all the numbers. And they are called Melissa with all the numbers because formerly they had a bunch of numbers after their name. But now it's just Melissa with all the numbers. We do Golganak, it's silly. Well, maybe it's probably not silly, but I enjoy hanging out with her. And then there'll be times when I'm like not with her and I just miss her. It's probably a little bit silly, Golganak, but that's just how my brain is, Golganak. I'm like, oh, kind of miss my daughter here. Probably not that silly, right? But I'm gonna make these sharp edges here. There we go. Your brother? No, he is in Georgia, Gwen. So he has not. My dad and my brother have not yet met Baby Luna. Dad was gonna come, Gwen, but I think the destroyed basement, he thought maybe he shouldn't come because he didn't want to, like, impose. Told me he can come anyway. He's like, no, he's like, everyone's gonna see each other. We're planning to go down and see family in late July. And so he's like, we can just see each other then. Yeah, Adam has also not yet met her. Hi, Crux, and very loudly yells, hey, there's no sorry. Thank you, Crux. Crux, how you doing? How was your weekend, Crux? Damn, like you look, dude. Crux, I hope you had a great weekend. No, hope nothing too crazy. No crazy work hours. Just like nice and relaxing. I can hope, right, Crux? I can hope. I know it's not what happened, but Crux, I can hope, right, Crux? Maybe I can hope. NMD! Welcome back, Classa. Welcome back, NMD96. Melas, how you doing, NMD? How you doing? How's your... it is doing much better. Thank you for asking, Golganak. Yeah, Dad broke his arm. And they had put it into a splint and it healed incorrectly, so then they had to re-break his arm. But he's doing much better now. Thank you, Golganak. There we go. Oh yes. When he told me that's what they needed to do, I was like, Dad, are you sure? He's like, yeah, I gotta do that. Weekend has been good so far. So good. Yesterday was wild with the full moon. Is that good, Crux? I hope that's good. TD Fox, we're happy to have you here, TD Fox. We'll do the gauntlet at the end, y'all, I think. I like having these straight lines now for some of the armor. It's not something we usually do, but I think it just kind of works with this part here. There we go. The messages, yeah, so Platinum, some of the messages pop up. Not all of them. I think there's like a certain amount of a length that they pop up with. But I like the little characters. It's also only a certain number of characters will pop up. So like if if there were like 4,000 people in here, they would not all pop up because it would just destroy the computer. See, yep. Yep, you're the Doug Trio. Platinum, do you know how to change your character? Not saying you need to change your character, but you can change it to a different Pokemon, or there's also dinosaurs, there's also Sonic the Hedgehog, there's a couple of other Nintendo properties that you can change to if you so wanted. Hi, JP, the one and only JP has arrived! JP, how you doing, friendo? JP, how was the event? Was that this weekend, JP? Was it in fact even today, JP? JP had a very big event coming up, and all the stuff that he didn't sell in the in-person was going to go on his website. JP, was it just this weekend? It was today. It was good, a little slow. How were the sales, JP? Like, are we going to have stuff on the website, JP? What's going to be on the website? What's going to be cool stuff? Guys, when's the website drop going to be, JP? Harwood family hurting. Good, he's doing well. Yeah, absolutely, TD. I did manage something. What was the big ticket item, JP, if I may ask? Did you also sell any wands? It was the coffee table. Sick, JP. Dude, that's awesome. It's in the Discord. Excellent. JP, that's awesome, sir. That's not a small item. That's a very nicely done, JP. Given the success of that coffee table, JP, are you gonna make additional coffee tables, or was this a one-off? Shop drop next Monday. Excellent. Glad to hear it, JP. Please, when it goes live, you let us know, okay? And guys, if you don't know JP, already go drop him that follow. We did the Fancy Pants shout out for him, but there's also, I'm gonna drop a link in just a second. He's a woodcrafting wizard. JP already did it for me. Thank you, JP. Woodcrafting wizard extraordinaire. And some of his items are absolutely beautiful. I actually got some for Lita for Christmas, even. Thank you, Quaff. He's doing better. He is doing better. His arm is slowly but surely, and don't call him Shirley, healing up. Never as fast as you wanted to, you know, but my grandma was not a fan of how it went, because he was out in the woods hunting and then he had a fall, and that's why he messed up his arm. No, you, Andrew? Professor CZ? Andrew, I want to do one. So, Andrew, stay with me here. I want to do one of Antonia. And you know how we have the Gucci, Andrew? We have one of Antonia dressed in the same outfit Thuggy was in the music video for Money. And then shoots the money gun and says, "Your money." And then we all have quotes of saying just "your money." JP! How dare! JP, thank you for the 200 biddies, JP. Thank you for the 200 biddies, JP. Sunset Woodworking, JP. What do you think, Andrew? Something that, can we do that, Andrew? Use that Shirley quote IRL like at work. At work, yes. IRL life, no. At work, I dropped it on my coworker the other day, and she had no idea what I was talking about. Same when I do Gucci. No, not those, Andrew. Just the one with the money gun. And so, Quath, Dad didn't do nature for the longest time that I could remember, and then he just got in his head that he wanted to, like, they got property, and now he wants to hunt, and he never had done that before. And apparently it brings him a lot of joy. He loves going out to that property and just sitting in the deer stand waiting to shoot something. You know, to each his own. And yeah, he has it in him that he just wants to provide for his family in any way he can. And he's like, if anything ever happens to the world, then he'll have learned how to hunt and he can help. I did not Golganak, unfortunately. Hunt with a camera, platinum birding, insecting. Please tell me, like, what is on the menu. My favorite one is well-behaved women rarely make history. Athena, I feel like Lita told me about that. I think Lita told me that quote. Too soft-hearted. Quath, Dad took me hunting when we were last home, not less past December, but before that. And do you know what I did, Quath? You'll be proud of me, TD. He put me in a deer stand. I brought a book, and I just sat in the deer stand and read. And then I was looking out for animals because I just really like animals. And I just wanted to see the animals. Characters. These are, we call them our SciCom characters. Our primary character is Antonia, the leafcutter ant, and our theme is Marvel this month. So this is the Thanos that we've been working on. We've also animated one piece so far. Nocturnal Dev, thank you for that follow. Welcome the heck into the colony. We've animated one so far. That's the Iron Man, Antonia.
I love you 3000.
The Thanos Antonia is not pleased with that one, but you know, we do what we can. We do what we can, chat. We're gonna do Gwendolyn P's favorite part, and then we're gonna move on to the next villain. I think we're gonna go with a villain theme today, y'all. Whoa, wrong layer. We're gonna go with a villain theme today. I kind of like that one. I kind of like it like that, I think. Maybe if it's better. Not so much. Now I don't like it. I've changed my mind. Playing Dinko. Ooh, nice, Lady Lara Croft. I hope you're having a lovely time. There we go. Maybe this one's better. I still don't like it. I feel like it clashes with that. Thank you, Golganak. Golganak, that command is 3000. Exclamation point 3000 to trigger that one. Actually, not this one. No, it clashes with the purples. Just want a silly, nice, fun background here.
I love you 3000.
Thank you, TD. Let's put grab the logo, so we'll have finished one. Also, we'll export it. And I actually did what the mods have been encouraging me to do for a while, which is actually do the time lapse. So let's see what the time lapse looks like. That on export, and then we'll start on the next one. Thank you, Platinum. I think we're gonna do Kang next. That would be a good one. Thank you so much, Gwendolyn P. What are you trying to do, TD Fox? Do you want a battle royale? Welcome back, NMD. This is these are all the gifts you can trigger, TD Fox, and here are all the sounds that you can trigger. Oh, if you want a battle royale, it's exclamation point riot. Exclamation point riot for that one. Alright, just exporting the movies. That would have been a wise move, Smikes. Alright, let's save it, and let's see what this one turned out like. Let's look at the time lapse.
Hey! Riot!
There you go, TD. Alrighty, let's see. Let's see how we did on this. Time lapses. Alright. Let's see what we got. There's a time lapse, y'all. Ta-da! 30 seconds. 30 seconds, chat. Look at its little feetsies! Look at its little feetsies! It does have feetsies, TD. She did need her shoe apparel. Thank you, Lady Lara Croft. We also, I forgot, have to move over the character to this scene. So we can have this scene done as well. Thank you, TD Fox. I like that one a lot. There'd be something marginally funny about having him next to Thor. It's just a little bit funny, but it makes me maybe extra chuckle a little bit. Dreamless Phantom. How you doing, Dreamless? All right, y'all. Next up, we're going to do another baddie. It is Kang. Kang was in the Loki TV show, as well as...
It's Morbid time.
in the Ant-Man and Quantumania movie. So those are the two different ones that we have to pick from. I don't have, unfortunately, gonna act a time lapse of this one from the beginning because I didn't start doing this until number one. The mods told me how to do it and that it would be a good idea to do, and that I got over my nerves of doing it because I was like, well, it's all garbage what I do and it's not, I shouldn't do it, blah blah blah, and then we got over it and I started doing it, so it's all good. Yeah, so this is Kang. K-A-N-G. That Kang. Different from Khan. Though, Gwen, we do have two Star Trek characters that we've done so far. We've done Spock, and we've done Kirk. We'll have to do a few more Star Trek characters, Gwen. Like a Borg, a Picard, and a couple of other ones like that I think would be fun to do. Alright. And before we start, I'm going to fix up the eye spots a little bit, and then we'll be all good to go on it. Yes, we have a Spock on the... Actually, I think he's on the Discord. Athena Cat. Yeah. Yep, it has the Khan. Yep. Uhura. Yes, that's right. We have not done an Uhura. We've just done Spock and Kirk. There we go. Much better on those eyes. Alrighty. Wolfbat, yes, a Scotty would be a good one. There's a lot of options to be doing on the, if we went into the realm of Star Trek. Some more complicated than others, I think, in the Star Trek universe, because the problem is, like, you know, like a Sulu would be fun to do too, but a lot of them is just, we couldn't just have them in their different suits because the suits are just very similar. So we'd have to have them doing particular things, I think, to make them more fun. There we go. A Worf would be cool too. Hello, Supernatural Writer. Guys, go check out Supernatural Writer. Supernatural Writer does workout streams. Also does co-working streams. Also is a writer. Also does Christmas tree putting up streams and beauty streams and just all kinds of fancy streams. So go check out Supernatural Writer. Yeah, Platinum, that's the fun part, is that we are only limited by our imagination on what Antonia can be made to do. Like in what profession and what properties. Like we can do a bunch. We could also do like a whole series right on Disney characters, like a Little Mermaid, a genie, you know, and so on and so forth. I think those would be fun too. Heck, Winnie the Pooh characters. Winnie the Pant? See, here's the issue, NMD. Winnie the Pooh does not wear pants. $200 Antonias right now. Gwen, I actually lost count of how many we have now. And also, what I'm trying to do a little bit, Athena Cat, is a little bit of diversification as well. So like we have the Antonias, but then also like some Kevins and some other like Ellies and whatnot also as different characters as well. Those are some of the downstream goals, but you know, not necessary, but just something I keep in mind of like, you know, other characters to also be doing. Because, you know, if the idea is eventually we'll bring more people into the circle and, you know, get them asking questions about ants, but maybe we can get them asking questions about other scientific disciplines as well. You know, like the fruit fly or nematode or aspergillus, etc. Antonia Stitch would already have 6 limbs. That's true, Golganak, but would we put her in the 626 outfit?
Don't you like me a little bit?
Hi, Big Gamey.
Ew, I don't even like you a little bit.
Fortuitous.
I heard you like me a little bit.
Well, maybe just a little bit.
We already have a tardigrade. Chat, if you're not checking out
Gucci.
the lovely and amazing and Gucci Bit Gamey, you're not doing life right. Bit Gamey is the world's single greatest father. He is a wizard at the Unity game engine. He is creating a video game called Dog's Life. I'm a Dog or Homeward Hound.
Wonder Woman! Wonder Woman!
Let's go check out Big Gamey. Just got out a human scrub box. Ooh, what is that, Fortuitous? It sounds mildly ominous. Bit, how was your day, my good sir? I hope you had an amazing day. Legendary Bit Gamey in the house, folks. Oh, TD, you cannot trigger that. Those are only special for the people whose commands they are. So if you're a VIP, you get your own sound alert, and if you're a mod, then you get multiple sound alerts. Sorry with no plans, but hit yard sales and visit in-laws. You were supposed to have a nice day, Bit Gaming. Instead, you're just working hard. How dare Bit Gaming? Oh, I took it. Oh, you took a shot. I gotcha. I'm so sorry. Fortuitous. I was like, that sounds terrifying. Human scrubs. What were they scrubbing? Who were they scrubbing? I do like the in-laws. Bit, you go over a lot. I was like, either he's prisoner or he actually likes them. Or your time is not valued. Or all the things. Kang the Conqueror. Thank you, Alex. We finished Bit Gamey Thanos as Antonia. Doctor Strange. I have not Dante. Dante, this month, though, every Sunday will be other, more Marvel characters. Dante, these are the ones that we've done so far. These were just like, we just would randomly do them, but now, last month we initiated having themes. So last month's theme was Star Wars, and this month's theme was Marvel, and then next month's theme is going to be DC. That's how far I've officially planned it out. But yeah, these are all the ones we've done so far. Weekend was busier than I planned to replace the rear wheel bearing in my car. It took 9 hours to do a 4-hour job yesterday. Oof. Platinum does not sound fun. Hi, Blueberry. Happy Pride Month to you too, Blueberry. How you doing, Blueberry? Nightcrawler would also be... So, more X-Men, Fortuitous Traveler. Would I think be... We only have Wolverine right now, but I can easily see like a Professor X, a Cyclops, right? A Storm. Pretty easily. They're like very different from one another put in. Wolverine's my favorite, so that's why we'd already done a Wolverine. Oh, and then Deadpool, too. From the X-Men universe. Alex, I finally saw the Ant-Man movie, and I thought it was pretty cool. I liked the way Kang was portrayed. Oh, that was pretty cool. Your hero forging Antonia. Ooh, very cool, Alex. Lovely, thank you, Blueberry. Love Quantumania. It was so Smorf. I liked it. I didn't like it as much as I thought I would like it. Like, there were some parts to it where I was just like, I don't feel like we're dragging a little bit. You know? Go. I do like the idea, y'all, of doing a Wanda, Maximov, Antonia. Maybe we'll do that one soon as well. We also haven't done a Captain America yet, and I feel like that's a little bit of a travesty. You know, I feel like it should be near mandatory to have a Captain America. Phoenix, yep. Oh, yeah, and a Captain Marvel. That's right, Athena. We don't even have a Captain Marvel yet. We do have a Miss Marvel. But not Captain Marvel. Nor do we have Monica Rambeau. Athena Cap. Miss Marple. I think that's different, though, Big Gamey. Isn't that a maple syrup brand? Possibly Big Gamey? Would just make trouble? Why do you say that, Smikes? Is that a Brie Larson joke? I thought Brie Larson was lovely. Oh, she's a detective. Okay. I can't keep up with the young people, Athena Cat, unfortunately. And Big Gamey, if you didn't know Athena Cat, Big Gamey's 23 years old. And so I just can't keep up with his youths. Really, Smikes? I didn't know that. I don't like that. I'm going to pretend that I don't know that. And keep on pretending that she's just absolutely lovely. 23. Oh, 23 next year. I gotcha. Thank you, Big Gamey. That means that Big Gamey is the age of that Taylor Swift song. 22. Makes it all the better, chat. Alright. Let's see. Everything will be alright if you keep me next to you. What does that mean, NMD? NMD, are you okay? NMD, that makes me nervous. What's up? Oh, that's a song. Okay. Sorry, only thing I know about that song is I don't know about you, but I'm 22. I'm feeling 22. That's all I know about that song, NMD. I am so sorry. I don't know the young people.
In dreams, one is not tethered by earthly limitations.
What does that mean?
Come.
Sleep well, Pug. Thank you for hanging with us. The Agatha Christie character. Okay, nice. Google Miss Marple. It's real though, Gwen? Gwen, or am I having my leg pulled? Big Gamey can be sometimes naughty. Song or an album 13? I have no idea, Smike. I have near no knowledge of T-Swizzle. Beyond that, if she breaks up with you, then you have a song written about you that's a hit. I know that much. I also, embarrassingly enough, took me forever to figure out that you pronounced it as Adele and not Adelaide. Agatha Christie character. Okay. I'm just making sure, Gwendolyn P. You know, Big Gamey likes to pull my leg sometimes. Because I turn him into a baby on his stream for hours, and it's fair. T-Swizzle fans love trying to detective out vague, no-clue clues. It also turns out, Smikes, that until recently it was hypothesized that Taylor Swift did not have a belly button. But then it turned out she did have a belly button. NMD, wasn't the Baby Redeem amazing? Then she'd be a robot? No, Smikes. It just means you're grown in a vat. There's no placenta, you don't have a belly button. If you're grown... I was not at all just being clumsy. I was excited a bit because I saw Jern, and that was a whole thing. You know. What are those words, Alex? Is that the condition's name? Infants' intestines, liver, other belly sit outside the belly, through the belly button. Thin, nearly transparent sac that is hardly ever is open or broken. Okay. So it's not just outside the body, because it is in a sac still. Babies born with their organs outside the body, the abdominal wall not forming complete in the womb. Surgery is necessary to place your baby's organs. To place your... Wait, replace? Hold on, Alex. Do you mean replace as in put back in, or do you mean like to give them new organs? Put them back in. Okay. Wow. Here's a question. NMD, could you ask Kyle if she's freaked out by the fact that Funky doesn't have a belly button? Did he preface it the first time they went to a pool together? And he'd be like, just a heads up, I don't have a belly button. Like, now I have a lot of questions as to how you would break that to someone the first time. Because I don't know how you would do that. Yeah, heart and brain. Hi, Kyle! Kyle, okay, first of all, a couple of things. Guys, if you're not checking out Date Night In is a legendary, breathtaking, amazing, extraordinary streamer who is going full-time on her partner Pooch. Please go follow Kyle for Date Night In. Food and drink legend, wizard. Everything that she does is amazing. We love Kyle. Kyle, I am told that Funky does not have a belly button.
My best friend.
We were told that all his organs were hanging out of his body as an infant. We were also told, then I also have the question on top of it, did he tell you how did you find out he doesn't have a belly button? Did y'all go to the pool for the first time and did he tell you, hey honey, I don't have a belly button? Like, or was it just totally off guard? Like, were you just like shocked the first time that you saw this? Oh, I stopped questioning it when Alex said the name of it, NMD, but for a second there I thought y'all are just like being silly with me. Also, it's not just because of Alex's definition, the organs aren't hanging out, they're technically still enclosed, just in a membrane. And then like the heart's not sticking out, right? It's just like the gut tissue is sticking out. So it's like it was a bit different, NMD. I was like, wait a minute. No, Alex's definition made perfect sense then. But I am wondering, Kyle, how you found out the first time. I need the deets. Is there... Yeah, oh, and we also need to see a picture of Funky's stomach, please, and thank you. For Gwendolyn P. For science. The non-membrane. But there's still something that's... Like, the heart's not sticking out, Alex, right? Just the gut tissue? Kyle, I need details. Stomach organs sticking out. Kyle, what did you do? How were you told this? Did you just go for it? Hole forms around the umbilical cord. I see. Funky lied and told me he was shot? Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on, Kyle. And then okay, hold on. Kyle, hold on. So is there a nub where his belly button would be? Like, is there something there? Or is it just like totally blank? Because around the time did not his side. Well, yeah, I mean, Alex was telling us about the surgeries that were needed. I'd imagine. I don't know how high the survival rate is now, to be totally honest. Like, that's something that I would also ask, like, how the survival rate is now. So yeah, Kyle, is there like a residual something there? Partial. Okay, so he does have something. So there is a belly button there. Okay, so Kyle, there is. Okay, that's not as freaky. We're good. I'm sorry, Kyle. NMD said that there is no belly button, and it sounds like there is something of a belly button, right? There is something there. And going up, but no. Hold on, Kyle. If there's already there's like a little indent. It's immediately less terrifying, right? Versus it's not like Taylor Swift where there's nothing there, you know? Most survive to normal life if they survive the surgeries and learn. Wait, Alex, why the eating? Or is that disconnected from it? Why the eating, Alex? I did suggest that as a Halloween costume. As Taylor Swift, that would be hilarious. Because the intestines can flip or explode. Really? Wow. Okay. So, Kyle, you're going to dress as Funky and you're going to put bubble gum into your belly button. Got it. Surgeries must be done within an hour. Yeah, gotcha, Alex. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Alex Vixen. Well, I learned something fancy today. Thank you, NMD. Thank you, Kyle. And thank you, Taylor Swift. Yeah, I imagine that Nikki would be there for a while. They don't learn to eat until after it heals up. So then it's just an IV until then, Alex? That makes sense. It has to heal, and then Then you've been out for a while, and then it's can you trigger the feeding reflex? Yep, that makes sense, unfortunately. Kyle, we love you. You were I didn't. NMD, when you said tell us all organs is where I think we were lost on that. Bowels form the amniotic fluid. Oh my God, I knew Funky was a miracle. I didn't realize he was such a miracle. Funky Monkey. We do love that Funky Monkey here. We do love Professor Funky. NMD had Kyle on speed dial. Listen, NMD gets Kyle on speed dial because NMD bought the very first A Date Night In hat. Now, I got the very first A Date Night In shirt from Kyle's new merch store. That doesn't give me speed dial or anything. That just gets me a gentlemanly nod when I show in the stream. She's good day, SciAnts. Good day, Kyle. Once I get the hat, Smikes, then I'll be in the Cool Kids Club. I'll be in the Cool Kids Club with Kyle and NMD. I just need the hat. Look, who doesn't love NMD? Kyle, we were hanging with NMD the other day. A week ago. Kyle, I miss her. I miss NMD already. Who doesn't love NMD? A savage. Or savages. There were Listen, Kyle. There were these delicious bagels. I felt so bad. NMD asked everyone what their favorite bagels were. Okay? And so she brought everyone their favorite bagel that she could find. And the next morning, everyone forgot about them. And then they left. To New York, upstate. Regular New York, where NMD went. Ohio, where Andrew went. We stayed. And then I discovered them. I discovered the bagels. Because NMD and Music Girl messaged me. I would not have discovered them on my own. Except for another few hours. And then shamefully, Kyle, I ate them. Lita and I ate them. And they were delicious. They were the best bagels I had in a very long time. They were not stale, like the grocery store. They were not dense. They were delicious. In fact, Kyle, they looked like they were what you made last night. And no, there were no Asiago ones. Unfortunately, Andrew could not have his Asiago bagels. No penicillin, though, Platinum. We're Gucci. You did last night, Kyle, which looked incredible, by the way, ma'am. Then again, though, Kyle, every time that you make something, it always looks good. And, ma'am, I was shocked yesterday when you I did not realize this. You were saying that you have never been cooked in a professional kitchen. That this is all self-taught. I was like, wow. Well, she is very well learnt, and she is incredible. With cheese, I love bagels with cheese, Mikes. A cheesy bagel, you put that in the toaster or a toaster oven and get the cheese to melt a little bit. My God. Oh, that's true, Platinum. That's very true. And if you forgot the bagels, looks around, eats bagels, time to get rid of the bagels? What bagel? Alex, they were very tasty. And I just haven't had them for so long because the ones in the grocery store are just so dense, they're not tasty. Sleep well, Devro. Sleep well. Mom was a stouffer. What does that mean, Kyle? Dad ordered catering. Mom's mom passed when I was 1 year old. Dad grills. It's about it. What is the Stouffer's lasagna cook? Oh, I see. I'm so sorry, Kyle. I was like, what is? Sorry. Yes, it's platinum. It's that kind. Kyle, I thought it was I don't know, this fancy high. I don't know, something really crazy fancy. It's oh, that's wizardry right there. Learning more now. Well, she has a daughter who's a legendary, not just a chef, but also a food and drink streamer. going full time July 1st on that final partner push. You know? It's not bad. I don't know it, Bit Gaming. Brand of frozen prepared foods currently owned by Evil Corporation Nestle. I do not know that brand. We may have had it. I just don't know it. Kyle for partner indeed. Kyle, that's Smikes. Just like if you type !date, you see at the end of it, it says hashtag Kyle for partner. Nagin in particular. Nagin is amazing. But Kyle, remember, so are you. There we go. At least the face is done. We're moving. We're moving on this. The ant indeed, Buttsbot. V ant to chat. V ant to chat. I like that. V ant to chat. Kyle, we did this one. Kyle, this reminds me a little bit of you. Because you have the glove. Mama is a fan, madame. How are you doing, guys? If you're not checking out Mama is a fan, legendary quilter extraordinaire. Hello, Mama. Hello, Mama. How you doing, Mama? How you doing? Mama is a fan. Welcome on in. It is getting, let's see, for you, Alex, it is 1 in the morning. Yo, no, not yet, Alex. It's not here yet, Alex. It's not here. I will do, how about this, Alex Vixen? Just for you, I'll do it tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow, Alex Vixen. I will play the birthday song for myself tomorrow, but I will not sing along to it. Doing better? Glad to hear it, Mama. It's so good to see you. Guys, also Mama's website and Instagram as well. Right there. The legendary quilter extraordinaire. Please go check out Mama is a fan. Mama, Mama, Mama. I'm so glad you're feeling better, Mama. I got rid of the emote. Apparently no one knew what it was. I'm disappointed, Kyle. Kyle, there's a new emote that you have that is you going. That is one of my favorite things to use on Discord. I've also favorited it in my Discord. Yep, that one. I favorited it and I use it all the time. We're doing Kang now, Kyle. Oh, wait, it's still alive. It's alive, Alex. Oh, it's from astronomy. So, oh, it's from Astro Canuck. It's from Astro Canuck. What do you mean, Smikes? And then, Kyle, we have this one, too.
I love you 3000.
Currently have a new one. Oh, that email to Kyle. Oh, no, Smikes. I'm so... Well, Smikes, that's a good... Kyle, you were equated to Thug Shells right there. So, Kyle, that's very good company to be in. A.K.A. Tom. A.K.A. Tom Harbin. Iron Man is Funky's fave. Kyle, there is an emote of it. There you go, Kyle.
I'll be back.
There's the emote. Big game. She's amazing, Kyle. Hi, Mon. Guys, someone else you should go follow.
Gucci.
Everyday Gamer M, a.k.a. Mon, who is a legendary artist, game developer, and gamer extraordinaire. Please go check out the lovely, amazing Everyday Gamer M, a.k.a. Mon. I'll be back. And you can be... Oh, gotcha, Platinum. I do have Thug Shell shoes. That is very true, NMD. They're very... Actually, NMD, here's the thing. The first time I wore them, one of them sliced up my foot that I was bleeding on the walk, but now it's calloused over, and now it's fine. So now I don't get cut up. But that at that particular location on the rim of my foot, just, like, bleeding everywhere. And NMD can dress up in Thug Shell's merch. That's true. She does have a lot of it. She does. I'm doing okay. Mon. It's been... Mon, we finished Thanos, Antonia. We finished Thanos, Antonia. And now we're working on Kang, the Conqueror. Antonia. No, Gwen, I don't have her shoes. I have
Gucci.
Gwen, on the shoes are they're flip-flops, and they say Thug Shells on them. Kyle, are you gonna make a date night in underwear? Kyle, I bet you will absolutely make a date night in underwear. It would be very... No, Kyle, listen, it's very easy to do it. Look, it's very... I will draw it out for you, even. So, Kyle, to make a date night in underwear, what you do, you want to probably go with the classic black. There's the... Oh, I'll do a little edge here as well. Okay, there's the underwear. And then, Kyle, you just take your logo... And then you're set. Right? Look, it's yeah, there it is. It's done. Kyle, it took me, 10 seconds to do it. No problem at all. A strange turn? It'll be a strange turn if I start putting in legs. And then like an upper body. Oh, no, luckily we switched over. Look at that. I'm gonna lurk, grab a cup of tea. You're amazing, Mon. You're amazing. Funky's Cal underwear. Yes, Alex. Oh my god, yes. That emote needs to be on the underwear. The blue house. Thank you, Gwen. I've been practicing drawing my houses. Gwen, you think that you finally know how to draw stuff, but then you get to drawing houses and you realize you haven't gotten any better since you were 5. You draw houses the exact same way. But it doesn't matter because that's the best kind of house, is the house that you drew when you were 5. Like the little roof and like you have to add a little chimney and then a little window and a little door, and you're just done. It's all good. What about boxers? No. Okay, NMD. Stay with me here, NMD. You can buy boxers from Kyle, but they're random. Okay? And they're let's say we'll make it for gentlemen. One of the boxer designs are funky going like this. The other one is Kyle going like this. And you don't know which one you're gonna get. And when you get them and you put them on, it'll either be like nice, or it'll be that. I think, Kyle, you have to do that, and then make sure to send your thumbs down one first to everyone, so they have to rebuy, and then you're selling 2 for the price of 2. Most people draw a mental image of their concept on an object rather than observing reality. That's true, Dante. That is very true. It is a winning item, yes. And then again, we already have the coupon code. It's 2 for the price of 2, just like what Irish John has. John, if you type in Journ2 on Irish John's merch store, you can buy 2 for the price of 2. It's a great coupon. I've never seen anyone do it. Alfie Bean, how are you doing, Alfie? Guys, speaking of amazing drawing and speaking of amazing artistry extraordinaire, we have the one, the only legendary Alfie Bean in his house. Guys, if you're not checking out Alfie Bean, you're not doing live right, please go follow. Love the amazing Alfie Bean. Amazing artist, extraordinaire, kind soul. Also has an Elfie snack delivery.
Ain't the science guy.
The science guy.
Ain't the science guy.
SciAnts rules.
Ain't the science guy.
SciAnts is a partner on Twitch. With lovely wife Lita.
Ain't the science guy.
Thank you, Gwen. Okay, it's cheering up a friend most of the afternoon and evening because they're having a rough day. Elf, I bet they feel better having you as a friend. I know I would. Yeah, amazing artist is Elfie Bean. Again, she also has Elfie snack delivery. He makes sure Elf has a lovely, delicious snack item. And I always like to to go in there and hit that right away, because I don't want Elf to have to wait for a snack. Sometimes if I can't make it in time, because rarely, Elf, I'll get a little nap in. If you go live like during the nap, then I can't have hit it, and that makes me sad. Or if I'm in the midst of a meeting sometimes. But I usually try to go in there and make sure that Elf gets a delicious snack item. Sometimes a nice hummus plate, and then sometimes other things. Elf always lets you know what's on the menu as well, which is always really nice. Yeah, I know, Elf. I'm so sorry. It's not, honestly, it's the rare instances. If I don't, it's because I'm in a meeting where I didn't notice, or I'm taking a nap, which doesn't happen as often as I would like it to. The nap part, not missing. But yeah. Neuralicia, ma'am, have a great evening. Have a safe trip. We are going to miss the heck out of you, ma'am. But enjoy your time overseas and know that we will be here when you come home. And, yeah, stay safe. Stay very safe. Stay healthy, too. Thank you, Neuralicia. Now it's a super... Oh, Elf, I wish I could just sleep all the time. Not really, but, like, I need just a weekend just to sleep. And just totally recharge. But eventually we'll get there. Possibly. Potentially. Naps and meetings. Platinum, not when it's a Zoom meeting and they require the camera to be on. I mean, what I could do, and I've thought about this, Platinum, is you do a recording of you doing stuff, like nodding along, and then you make that the Zoom background, and then you just have that going. But, haven't been able to do that yet. Here it is, Travel the World. Travel the World. It is Kang the Conqueror from, the new Ant-Man movie. And we also did Thanos tonight, Travel the World. So this one was Thanos, because we're doing Marvel month travel. So we had I guess we're doing the bad guys today, at least 2 of the bad guys. Loki was suggested by Smikes, but Loki's complicated enough where he's, you know, a bit of both. Like, he's bad, but he's also good. So. Which, I don't know, Alex. Oh, I guess, I guess I was thinking of the one that was in the primary movie one. Slept the entire day the other day. Used to reset my sleep schedule, so now I go to bed super early, wake up at 5 a.m. That is a pretty sweet gig, Dante. I wake up early because my daughter wakes me up. Whenever she thinks it's time to wake up is when we get up, and it's usually around between 6:30 and 7:30. But I usually go to bed around... Honestly, I want to go to bed earlier, but it's usually around like 1 or 2 in the morning because I'm doing stuff or we're taking care of her or whatnot. Daredevil, a good Daredevil Antonia would be really cool too, Smikes. Yeah, there's a lot of ones to do. A Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, Nebula. A bunch of characters to be doing. Spider-Man for Gwen. It is so, Dante, it's actually the same amount of sleep I would get before she was born, but now I'm more tired because you're caring for a life during the day, rather than it just being like a regular kind of tired, right? I feel like that makes me a little bit more tired. She like wears me out a little bit more than I had been. Drax, yep, platinum. We got to do a Drax. The Groot I'd have to think about on how to do, because how do I make her tree-like? Sure, there's a good way to doing it, but that one might take a little bit more creativity on that one. I mean, we've done some harder ones that I think have worked out, but like how do I make her just like not look like a tree, right? Dude, what? The green side. Oh, the Arabidopsis? That's true. It could be the Arabidopsis plant character. That could be just as Groot. But I don't know. Is that... That's then we're not standing up to the challenge of Antonia as a tree. I guess it'd be alright. Just do a Vin Diesel. Gwen, I know you love Fast and Furious, so maybe I should do a Fast and Furious Antonia where she's doing like some crazy stunt in a vehicle. And then she just says family. Kids suck up the energy out of my dad, and most of us are grown up. Yeah, she is a highlight, though, of my life and day. I miss seeing her face, even during after the length of a stream. I'm just like, oh, I miss my daughter. And then that's what I'll be doing after this. She and I will just go hang out. We'll have dinner. You know, Lena and I will have a nice meal. But I'll just chillax with her and have a nice time. Definitely love Fast and Furious. Please do that. Okay, Gwen, you got it. Gwen, anything for you? Gwen, you know we bend over backwards here to make sure that you get all the characters that you want. You don't even hit redemptions, Gwen. We just do stuff for you. Like, because Chad, there is, if y'all are interested, there is a redemption where for 100,000 channel points, we'll make a custom Antonia of whatever you want. Gwen here just has to sometimes ask, and then we just do that. The Navi, that's Alex Avatar, right? We have not done a Navi. We've done Avatar, The Last Airbender. Welcome back, Tort. Kevin into Groot. That would... Maybe, right, Smorf? That could be one.
Where's my drink?
Thank you, Platinum.
In
Sleep well,
dreams,
Tort.
one is not tethered by earthly limitations.
What does that mean?
Come.
Thank you, Platinum. Tort, sleep well, Tort. Tort! You just said emotional damage to Zedman, Tort. I hope you did not cause the emotional damage. Oh, Athena Cat. I mean, a Wonder Woman Antonia, a Miss Captain Marvel Antonia. You have the pick of the world then with that many points, Athena Cat. Athena, I had no idea you had so many channel points. Of course, Tort. Of course, my friend, have a good sleep.
Okay.
I know you enjoy it over there. I just wanted to make sure you enjoy it extra.
Ah! You are wholesome as ferret. Yay!
You want to keep the VIP also? I know, Athena Cat. If the VIP slots weren't limited, Athena Cat, I'd probably be tossing them out much more readily, but the number that you get is limited, and the only way to increase the number that you have is to have a certain amount of people talking at the same time in your channel. I think the next threshold is that we need 500 people talking at once to unlock 10 additional VIP slots, but otherwise, yeah, it's a limited number. Alex, you definitely have. You've easily spent that. Humans have a blood type. Do insects have a blood type? Also, do animals? So, Saul, animals, yes. Insects, within a species, no. Between species, yes. So you can do blood transfusions between insects. Closely related animals will accept the blood type, no problem. More distant, not related in terms of like brother sister, but evolutionary terms. More distantly related species will yield rejection. They'll actually have an immune response against those blood cell types that you've implanted, and you'll essentially yield an autoimmune reaction against them. So it's very much dependent on what species you're looking at and what that timing is for it. But yeah, that is something that you could do. Yep, and it's called hemolymph in insects, the blood, instead of calling it blood. 8 blood on a human? Nope, too evolutionarily distant. You'd have a rejection that you would form on that. They also have different blood types. So the markers on the blood is different. So I don't know of any evidence that anyone's actually tried it. But based on the hypotheses and the differences that you see, it should not work. Be like very deadly to the creature that it's going towards. But yeah, actually in the 80s and the 50s through the 80s, there was a group, this husband and wife team called the Ritskys. They were professors, and they did these transfusion experiments. They also did organ transplants between insects to figure out immunity and rejection and things like that. AB positive. Yeah, so you're platinum, the universal acceptor, but not the donor. You're very limited on like who you can give to. They've tried milk. Oh my goodness. My mind blown the other day. I was reading an essay mentioned neurotransmitters dopamine and serotonin in the context of their presence. Double take in hemolymph. Somehow I missed that before. It makes me wonder if extremely small SSRIs would work depending on depression or anxiousness in bees. I believe, Golganak, that I don't know if it's like... There have been antidepressants used on insects, Golganak. I do not remember if they were existing small molecules that were also used in humans, or they were doing a trial to see what the levels are. My imagination is that they must have already tried that. Yep, you can do organ transplants between insects, Athena Cat. However, since they did it, I haven't seen any paper do it, not because it's not real, but because it's really difficult to repeat. Because of the skills that you need. Just like Athena, there's one guy in the world who can dissect an entire intact nervous system from a mosquito body, and he is 90 years old, and he's a staff scientist at the University of Vanderbilt. And once he's gone, that's probably it. You know, it was like one of those skills. As an insect uses a lot of sugar glucose, can they be diabetic? They can, Saul. You can make diabetic insects based on their diet. Yeah. How much does a bug filter his blood with no kidneys? They do have a filtration system, and they do their fat body tissue is actually one of the sources of that filtration, but it's an open circulatory system. There's not veins or arteries. It's just sloshing around, and so if there are toxins, the fat body can take them up. It's Evolution, first time chatter. Hello, It's Evolution. How are you doing today? Welcome the heck in, It's Evolution. You're in a good place. How you doing? Welcome in. My name is Blunt, 1/3 of SciAnts. Other 2/3 are my wife Lita and our little daughter baby Alona. And you're here for a SciArt Sunday. We just made our main character Antonia as Thanos. Tomorrow we'll be doing microscopy, looking at tiny worlds under a microscope. Scientific research done on obese fruit flies that has generated interest in insect diabetes. Researchers at Washington University fattened up fruit fly larvae, variety of food sources, and showed they had sugar. Yep, and actually, as Alex to build on what Alex said, you can actually have a transgenerational effect. So you can make their offspring diabetic as well if you feed the original animals. If you feed them like a very high diet, like a high-fat diet, the next generation will also be diabetic. Platinum, what we usually do on Mondays during the summer. Hi, Dana's Kitchen chat. Go follow Dana's Kitchen and hello, Nerd Do We Know. Dana's well, both of them, but let's do Dana's Kitchen first. Dana is she just had her affiliate anniversary today. Please go follow Dana's Kitchen, food and drink streamer extraordinaire. We absolutely adore Dana's Kitchen here. Go drop her a follow. She was doing some special meal today for the affiliate anniversary. How was the meal, Dana? Please tell me all the things I want to know. Dana's Kitchen came in with a raid from paleontologizing. Most likely it's evolution. We know Danny pretty well here. Hello, Drink More Cook Less, aka Drink More Arsenic. Welcome on in. Nerd Do We Know, how are you doing today? We are working on SciArt Sunday. We're actually themed for the next few months at least. If people are digging it, we'll continue doing a theme. Last month was Star Wars on Sundays. This month is Marvel. And we just finished Thanos, Antonia. We're going to be working on, right now, Kang, the Conqueror, Antonia. So, oh yes, thank you, Lara Croft. So, what do we look at underneath the microscope, Platinum? So, Mondays, during the good weather seasons, so like spring, late spring through mid-fall, we do pond water and look at creatures from the pond. We also have amber that's 30 million years old with insects in them that have not been categorized. And so we identify together as a stream what insect is trapped in the amber through looking at its morphology, at its structure, at its features, and we're the ones who identify it. Then we also have metal ants that we look at, and cool insects, plants. We have an absurd number of samples to pick from, fungi, and more. All from the comfort of your home. That's on every Monday. We do Microscopy Monday. We also usually have the stream scribe here who does live letter art while we're doing microscopy. And it's a lot of fun, so make sure to come back for that. Yeah, absolutely, Golganak. The potato skins were excellent as the meal. It was 80s themed, so first cocktail, no bueno. Then we made fuzzy navels. Wait, what is fuzzy What is that? Dana's Kitchen. What is fuzzy navels? Dante, we actually discovered a rare extinct species that was only published one time in 2018. It was also caught in amber, and we actually contacted the authors to be like, hey, we think we found the same kind of sample that you identified. And then unfortunately we never heard back from them. But that was a really cool one. Hello, Optic Nerve. Welcome on in. Peach snobs and orange juice. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That makes sense with the navel being a peach. Makes sense. Dante, we have a hell ant sample. That's Gwen's favorite. The hell ant is the evolutionary origin of modern day ants. It is the oldest ant species that we know. And that's... yeah, that's been a really fun one. We looked at a very special prepared samples. We have fireflies we've looked at. And sometimes we get samples donated to us from research institutes that we look at. So there's a bunch of things that we do. Oh, thank you, Smorphosaurus. Fuzzy refers to the peach schnapps. Think peach fuzz. Okay, navel is a type of orange. Oh, gotcha, Alex. I got it backwards for the navel part. For some reason, I thought that was the peach, but it makes more sense as the orange. Thank you, Alex Vixen. But yeah, if you're all coming on in, this is the one we did earlier today. Thanos. And then we did, we're doing Kang right now. So, Dante, we were actually talking about, so we do, on Fridays, we do science news. And there was a new paper that came out that was looking at the effect of, the gene that yes, it's evolution, and Thantonia. Thantonia was the other one. So Dante, what the study was looking at was trying to figure out how and why mosquito or fireflies are resistant to toxins. So it turns out most fireflies have this high level of toxicity so that when a bird or a predator eats them, they get spit out right away. There is this one species or group of species called the femme fatales. So their job, what they do, Dante, those animals actually, the females mimic the mating call of other firefly species to coax in a male of that species. Once that male gets coaxed in, the male thinks he's going to be able to mate. She jumps him and eats him. She actually drinks his hemolymph, or again, insect blood, and that's how she acquires that toxicity. So she has that toxic blood now, so she can go off and not have to worry about being eaten. So the researchers were wondering, well, how does this work? And they identified the gene that confers that resistance in regular fireflies. They found that that gene is still there in these femme fatales, so that's how they have that resistance. It's a gene duplication event. And then they did what I thought was the coolest part. They took that gene and put it into a fruit fly. Normally, fruit flies are not resistant to this toxin, but with that gene, they became resistant. So they showed that that gene is sufficient to provide protection. They didn't show it was necessary, because to do that, they would have had to remove the gene from the firefly. And I don't think firefly genetics are at the stage yet where they're able to do something like that. Femme fatale, fireflies that sound like their Capri Sun spike.
Together, we can rule the galaxy.
Vicky Sky, thank you for the resub. Vicky Sky, Vicky, how the heck are you? Thank you, Vicky, for that ongoing support. Welcome the heck in, Vicky. How are you doing today? 6 months, too, Vicky. Doesn't feel like 6 months. Thank you, Vicky. So yeah, Dante, that was a really, really cool paper that we were going over the ins and outs of it. That was on Friday. Doing well, Vicky. I'm doing well. I'm not ready for it to be the end of the weekend, as usual. I would like it to be maybe Sunday again, or Saturday, if ideally possible. But beyond that, I'm doing all right. Thank you, Platinum. Yeah, Platinum, so our usual schedule, it was 7 days a week before I had the little one. Now it's 5 days a week, but Mondays we do microscopy. Wednesdays we do Wacom Wednesday, so we do more science art. Thursdays we do grab bag science. It could be anything from dissecting the science fiction of a TV show or a movie in the context of real science, or a deep dive into a scientific topic. We just finished a 3-parter on Star Wars science, so we'll be doing a deep dive on Thursday about some topic that was requested by someone, because there's the opportunity to do a request for deep dive, so we'll do some of that on Thursday. Friday is science news. When we do have them, Saturdays are also deep dives into scientific topics, and Tuesdays used to be our game nights where we play a video game, but we dissect the science behind it. For example, we were doing the classic PS1 Bugs Life for a little bit, looking at how the ant colonies formed. We also will plan to do again, we just haven't yet, the game Grounded, where you shrink down, you're a human that you shrink down to the size of an insect, and you have to survive, so we'll dissect the science more of that, and so on. Questions and experiments always encouraged when I was growing up and pass out onto my kids. Platinum, that is the best gift to pass on, because that's, even if they don't go into science, you're teaching them how to think like a scientist, which is asking questions. I've seen many scientists, unfortunately, lose that ability to ask questions and be curious, because they, are trained to, this is not how you get a particular grant, and you're just hyper focused on grant funding, and then that kind of kills your creativity. To be a good scientist, though, I feel like you have to ask questions. So Athena, the cats are doing fine. They've been good with baby Alona. Noodle would hiss at her when her diaper was full. She stopped doing that. you know, they're still not like actively going onto her or messing, like, you know, getting close to her. If they come up, she touches them, but they seem okay with it. Exactly, Platinum. That is the best question to ask if you're a scientist. That's weird. I wonder why. Without question, that is very, very important to do. Find the teachers who will get annoyed at the kids who ask questions. Oh, mine too, Alex. Mine personal experience as well. 7th grade. I spent a class asking about conjoined twins and how the neuroscience and whatnot works of that. And the next class, we had a new rule instituted that you cannot ask off-topic questions. Less than ideal. Alright, y'all. Let's blend our colors together. Let's blend them together, y'all. Remove our shadow lines. Boop. Yeah, actually, most of my PhD, Platinum, was from that kind of question. Even my wife's too. So my wife and I got our PhDs in the same lab at Dartmouth, and all of our big questions came. Thank you, Platinum. Ooh, crock-a-lack in here. Our PhDs were started based on, that's weird. And also, I wonder if. That's where our PhD started. As did my master's degree, too. As anyone other... Oh, God, Alex, that's terrible. Alex, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Because they didn't single you out. Oh, gross. I don't like that at all. And actually, Platinum, that's why we do this kind of silly art. You might be like, Blint, why are you drawing Antonia as Kang and Thanos? Our hope is to excite someone who's maybe, you know, bugs are considered gross by a lot of people. And so maybe one of those kids who thinks bugs are gross, but then they see one of these images and instead of saying they're gross, they might ask, why is that insect dressed like Iron Man? And then you got them. Then you can talk to them about the science behind ants, or like whatever thing that we're drawing, and really encourage them to be curious and not judgmental about these organisms. My wife and I, we do school visits, local schools and virtual, to teach kids about science. And one of the things that we do is if we, you know, have some images that we're showing, we always show some of these art pieces. And it almost always gets the kids asking about why that is. And we also give them stickers at the end of before we leave, like with some of these characters, and they really enjoy that. So they continue to get excited about it, right? Bunch of cue cards and handing them out. That is incredible, Alex. Hats off to you, Alex Mixon. That is amazing. Find some supervisor says Dana, for master's level students, didn't like being questioned. Dana, that wasn't for me. That was for our PhDs as well. Dana, we had open-ended questions on exams where the question was like, design an experiment to answer this particular thing. And Dana, we had professors who were like, your answer is wrong. And there'd be nothing wrong with the answer. It was just, this isn't what I would have done. And that's also curiosity killing, right? A cute roach, that's true, Gwen. That's true, but they're still terrifying to me. As a kid, even now, I spent a lot of time at a cottage in the country, so insect identification is a regular activity. The window at night. So, Platinum, what's a really cool... If you really like collecting insects at night, get a white sheet and a light source. Shine the light source at the white sheet at night, and just sit and wait. And you get so many cool insects that pop up. You're gonna absolutely love it. That's also the primary means of collection strategy that researchers have. So our friend who was on the stream once, Greg Pask, he showed us images. That's also how they catch their insects. It's just that white sheet, the light shining at it, and you'll get a bunch of night critters popping on up there. It's super cool, I think. Also, marginally surprising that that's the methodology. It's like nothing actually fancy to get insects. It's just put up a sheet and some light, you're good. Hi, Freshie. How you doing, Freshie? Freshie, do you like the new Deadpool? Antonia? Thank you, Freshie. How are you doing, my good friend? Working now. We just finished Thanos, Freshie. And now we're working on Kang, Antonia. I'm just trying to blend our colors together. One of my teachers realized I had read ahead in the class. She was cool, but she put your brains. Unfortunately, most of my class, let's just say, I saw 4 other kids pull up the class average. Oof. Alex, my goodness. Welcome back, Platinum. Platinum, I waited if you had any question. Of the ad break. Thank you for watching sitting through the ad. It number one, it helps pay for our school visits. Like I said, we give the kids we also give the kids 3D models, and we also give them amber that we actually identify live on the stream. So the stream stuff that we identify goes to the kids. We also give them stickers, and also it helps pay for baby Alona's diapers. So consider. Thank y'all for sitting through and watching the ads. We have a 4-foot by 4-foot window. They crawl over trying to get light inside. Nice, Platinum. Nice. I think the white is just nice on the screen to get the contrast in there, but Golganak, thank you so much for the tier 1 gift sub to Platinum. Platinum, please enjoy the ad-free viewing. You now also get the fun emotes, and you also get to use the commands. You get to use some commands now. Thank you for thanking Golganak. Wanted to mention I love seeing the moths and spiders that live and die in the window. Oh yeah. Platinum, you also get to use these gifts now, and all these sounds as well. So feel free to have fun. We always add new stuff in there all the time. Like if we certain things will get animated.
Victory screech!
Like that. There's also seasonal animations that are currently inactivated, but the
I love you 3000.
the mods are able to activate because the mods get that power to bring everything back. But we do have animations for like Easter and Christmas and Thanksgiving. Are they slightly silly? Yeah, we have a good time. The cave cricket a spider or a cricket? I will need to see a picture, Saul, because I'm not sure of the nomenclature of it. Curiosity led me to annoying the security staff at my school as the cameras in the corridors only turn off the detective movement. Ah, Alex, that's cool. It sounds like, Alex, they just didn't value you enough. I feel like they should have valued you as a student much more. Go. For some reason, Saul, I have a feeling it's a spider, but I would need to see the actual one because some of the common names I just don't know. So that's why I'm a little bit hesitant to give you a final definitive answer. Google says insects. Okay, thank you, Platinum. Again, if the image in my head is probably off from what it actually is. Chris Packett. Oh, Alex, that's amazing. Cave Crickets, Camelback. Oh, gotcha. Awesome. Thank you, Platinum. I think I'm just envisioning something different in my head. Like a different insect entirely. Great question, Gwen. Master Googler. We love Googlers. Again, Platinum, it's like you were saying, curiosity. Just ask the question. You have the fingertips. 20 minutes? Nice, Alex. How long was the corridor? Before Google used several versions of encyclopedia. Nice, Platinum. I remember having my encyclopedias at home. Or almanacs. Remember those, too. There was a Hungarian animal almanac that I had as a kid, and that was... I used it so much that the book binding had come off. I was constantly looking up stuff. I thought I was gonna be like a conservation biologist and be like on the plains in Africa chasing poachers and whatnot. Nice, nice, Platinum. Go. I'll add the solid lines here. I think I like having the solid lines in some of these. There we go. Librarian approved method. Yes, Golganak. Gwen loves Librarian's Golganak because it reminds her of the movie The Mummy. Cinematic masterpiece. Exclamation point cinematic. Gwen, we still have to finish up the characters for you on that. I'm sorry we haven't done it yet, Gwen. Maybe on Wednesday? Finish out the money. Thank you, Golganek. You got to go get. So, did you know, Gwendolyn P? The library in our town, apparently, because we're not. Technically, we don't live in this town. We're living one town over, even though it's weird, Gwen, about how just everything's cut. We don't actually get a library card for free to the library that's closest to us. It's a bit disappointing, Gwen. It is an excuse, Gwen, but if I'm not actively going to be using it... Right, Gwen? Right, Gwendolyn P? Right, Gwendolyn P. Gwen gets me. The lovely Gwendolyn P. Look at that. How much? I do not know. Lita actually just found out. I'll have to ask Leader Bell how much she said. But we're probably going to get one anyway, Gwen, because they have this special baby program. I forget what it's called, but it's like some kind of baby book reading that they do. Jumping Tots, something like that. That's a cool one. So I think we'll take Baby Lona for some of those, and then we wouldn't need to be members. Kitty Cat Mew, thank you for the lurk, Kitty Cat Mew. Card catalog. So remember to use the Dewey Decimal System. Nice. Lita, she had listened to a podcast recently about the Dewey Decimal System. I do not remember what it was about, but she told me that it was a nifty podcast. There was a lot of like history with the Dewey Decimal System. That I think that the Dewey guy who actually invented it was like kind of a jerk. There was like, I don't know, Smikes probably knows. There's a bunch of history behind that. Alright, chat, I think we finished Kang as well. Both Kang and Thanos were finished tonight, y'all. We might even have to eventually restructure this, I think we're just gonna resize stuff, y'all. Because if we're gonna be doing Marvel month, we're gonna need the space. Like having Thanos bigger. Make him like that size or something. I just like having these collages for if we're doing a thematic part, because it makes it a little bit easier to navigate. Go. Home County Library, get a card, take your cross. Really? Golganak, that's a good idea. I'll have to tell Lita that, Golganak. The one in ours, like that's in our district, I suppose, right away, Golganak is just not as good. So I really wanted to go to that one in that town. But there we go. And save. Nice little restructure there. So chat, let's actually save this one and see what the time lapse looks like too. This one, I don't have the entire one like start to finish time lapsed. Again, we have a couple of ones in the backlog that I didn't start doing the time lapses until we got this, but so eventually we'll get all of them. All the new ones will also be done like this. Yeah. Going to my 95. Thank you, Athena Cat. Athena, what are you gonna do this evening? Are you gonna watch a nice show? Gonna have a nice place to chillax and have a good time? I hope you do something fun and relaxing, Athena Cat. Getting ready for the week ahead of us. Hopefully nothing too wild. Like in terms of your week, Athena Cat. Okay, and let's export this as well so we can upload it. There we go. And let's see what these look like. How about throw up on the time lapse. Alrighty, Alrighty, let's see the time lapse on this one, y'all. There we go. Very condensed in terms of time. But no, I think the time lapses are cool to be able to see. Pint of chocolate ice cream. Anything in the chocolate, Athena Cat? Like, brownie batter, something like that. Either way, it sounds delicious, Athena Cat. There we go. So we finished 2 pieces tonight, y'all. There's the Thanos that we did, and then we finished Kang as well tonight. Just the chocolate? Nice. Use the home card, just keep it, and show your preferred library card. A happy early birthday! Thank you, Golganak. Appreciate you, Golganak. There we go. There's the Thanos also finished out. Thanos turned out okay. Alrighty, chat, I think that's where we'll round out the evening. I think we'll go to the just chatting screen. Let me fulfill the prediction of how many pieces we got done tonight. Oh.